from the Queen Studios of New York. Wilder Fury recap, UFC 231 Fight Week, and no better way to do it with the ultimate Devin Clark live with the MMA-Holes. Yes! Wonderful, wonderful. TGIW, everybody, welcome to the show. We are back, sick on Monday, refreshed on Wednesday. Jesse, how are you tonight?
I am feeling better than ever. I'm wonderful.
Wonderful. That is the proper thing to say.
Yeah.
A wonderful. Jesse is wonderful. I am wonderful. And we have a fantastic show for you tonight. The mythical, the magical, the magnificent. Well, where'd he go? He just left. Holy shit.
He disappeared.
He must have not liked our intro.
The invisible.
The first time a guest has ever left during our intro. Let's get Devin Clark back in on the lines. But Devin Clark is live in the MMA-Holes. He's over in Toronto getting ready for his big fight. Yeah. And let me show you what the fight is. Over here, it's versus an Alexander Rakic or whatever, however you say this man's name. I am not sure. But this guy is very difficult opponent for Devin, and they will be headlining the prelims of UFC 231. And yes, indeed, it looks like we got you back on the phone. Here we go. Devin, welcome back to the show. We lost you for a sec.
Hey, yeah, my fucking phone was being stupid.
How dare your phone do that to us? This is unbelievable. Devin, thank you for coming on. Appreciate it. This is your third appearance, right? I think third appearance on the MMA-Holes?
Yeah, something like that.
Third appearance on the MMA-Holes, and it's always good to have you back over here. We were just speaking before we got hooked up with you. We were talking about your fight. You have a huge fight this weekend, and you are in Toronto. And why? Let me ask you a question. Why do they always set you up with these goddamn savages? I mean, this guy is 10-1-0, 6'6". What is going on here, Devin? They can't give you a layup?
Fuck that guy. He ain't no fucking savage. Like, come on, he's 6'4".
Oh, okay.
He's actually 6'4", and I train with fucking savages. So it's like, it's another guy, and it's actually a bad matchup for him. He's a striker. I'm a grappler, and I know how to work with strikers. I work with one of the best in the world. So it's like, it's whatever for me. So it's nothing I haven't seen.
Speaking of the best in the world, you train out of Jackson Wink. I mean, you look all over your Instagram, and we've spoken about this before, but the GOAT, John Bones Jones, I mean, Does it get any better than that to train with?
No, he's great to train with, great training partner, and, we get along real well. And it's, like I said, I train with one of the best strikers, and and mentally he's a great trainer. He helps me train in that way too. Just the whole aspect of the fight game. I'm able to learn a lot from him. He's been doing it a long time, and he's one of the best at it. So
now he has a big fight coming up against Alexander Gustafsson. Are you helping him in his training camp, or how does that work?
Absolutely. Of course, I'm not as tall as Gustafsson, but I'm able to deliver a certain amount of pressure, and us being able to get work in, high quality work, and it works out good for both of us.
Now, Devin, I have a big question for you here. If you're sick, now I was a big baby on Wednesday night. I was bedridden. I was pooping. I was puking. It was ridiculous. It was disgusting. Now, if you're sick, how the hell do you get into that cage? Now, I'm sure there are things that come up, injuries and this and that, but we never really ask fighters what happens when you're sick. How do you get yourself into that cage?
You just fucking do it. It depends on the fight. I mean, if you're actually the fight that I got signed to UFC, I had strep throat, and I did not want to go out there. And Dana White was in the crowd. It was an RFA title fight, so I had to do it. And my dad's in my corner. And
you can't stop the Siberian Express.
Hold on one second. You got a donation coming in, Devin.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Will you please give Jessie the BBC so she will leave Christopher?
It's a great question.
Christopher is a no-good piece of shit that hits women, a true menace to society.
I only hit her twice. Thank you. That was one bad. He's the cunt of the chat room, Devin over there. Would you like to give? Actually, well, you are giving the BBC.
He sounds like a cunt.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
If only you heard some of the things that he said.
Yeah. One bad.
I'm half black, motherfucker. Like.
Yeah. Well, by the way, congratulations on the wedding. I don't think we got to speak to you since you got married, right?
Thank you. Yeah, it went good. It was a beautiful wedding. That was back in June, yeah.
So how does it feel being a married man? We spoke to you before you were married. I mean, you had to hit women away with a stick everywhere you went. Now you're spoken for a man. Is it any different?
No, it's been the same. I've always kind of felt like a married man, so it's I've always treated it that way anyways, always loyal. So, but no, it's a beautiful life, man. I'm a happy dude. Got my wife, got my daughter, got our dogs and cats. I'm good.
There you go. Gay Agent coming in with a donation over here. All right, here we go. Let's see what Gay Agent has to say.
Hello, Devin. On the previous stream, we were looking at the picture of you guys at the gym.
It's true.
And Mystic Most was a little upset that he couldn't see the dick print on John Jones' shorts.
All right, here we go.
Can you confirm the size of his hog?
All right,
Thanks.
it's a great question. Now, we were actually looking at this picture. I put it up on the screen right now. John Jones, it looks like he has some Daisy Dukes on. I'm not sure what's going on here. But it looks to me that you are carrying the bigger member. Can we get to the bottom of this tonight?
Nah, that ain't. Nah. Yeah, let's just say he's full black. I'm half.
All right, so it's been confirmed. John Jones.
That answers the question.
So he's the goat in the pants too, as well. Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
He's the goat. He has the goat in his pants as well.
Yeah, sure. I don't look at the man's dick. But, whatever.
All right, we got another donation coming in. It's John Jones. Look at this. Oh my God.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Hey Devin, thanks for that 8-ball last weekend. These hookers love to party, plus it helps me lose weight for the fight. By the way, I'm going to take T-ball again. That pinch of salt in the waterline worked like a charm.
Well, there's John Jones thanking you. Now, I don't know if this is the real John Jones. Can you clear this up for us, Devin?
I don't know if it is either. I don't know.
All right, so you plead the fifth then.
Yeah, let's go that way.
All right, we got the Brown Bear live on the MMA-Holes has a big fight, UFC 231 this weekend. Trains out of Jackson Wink, and listen, everyone has to talk about John Jones. He's all over your social media. The guy is arguably the greatest of all time. We've had our fun with John Jones over here, and it is what it is. I mean, having a training partner like this, say what you want, it's got to be a huge advantage for you, right? I mean, not just him, but everyone else in that gym. I mean, it's got to be a huge advantage. Speak to us about Jackson Wink and training over there.
Oh, Jackson Wink's amazing because you walk in there, you'll see multiple champions as you walk in, and you can't get that in every gym. And the difference, though, they're all humble and all nice and all willing to help each other and help other people. And that's one of the things that attracted me to Jackson Wink when I first got there. John was one of the first people that came up to me. And, as a young fighter and a guy that's starting out in the UFC, that's a huge deal. So that's just extra motivation. And, then you got all the coaches and everything like that are all world class as well. And you just can't go wrong with it. It's a great gym.
Jackson Wink is where you train. And there has been some controversy. I've actually been wanting to talk to you about this. Cowboy Cerrone. What happened with this guy? Well, he was Mr. Jackson Wink, and then all of a sudden there's this bad blood between the two, Winklejohn and Cowboy. What happened there? What team are you on here? Now, I'm assuming it's Jackson Wink.
I train at Jackson Wink, and that's my home. So, of course, I'm going to, if I had to choose a side, I'm going to go with Jackson Wink. But, Cowboy started his own stuff before any of this happened, and I'm not really in the middle of any of the drama, so it's just it is what it is. He was I trained with him a few times, but I like Cowboy. I had nothing against him, but I'm gonna have my coach's back, so that's what it comes down to.
All right, we got another donation coming in. It's One Bad, so let's see what One Bad has to say. I'm sure it's fantastic.
Christopher and JBH, all my comments and donations are for entertainment purposes only.
Okay.
If I cross a line, just speak up. I actually like you guys. With that being said, this money goes to Christopher's divorce lawyer.
Well, that was actually pretty good. All right, so thank you, One Bad. Look at that. See, we all
Wait,
get roasted
was that
here.
an actual apology from One Bad?
It was, well, he buttered me up. Like, he buttered me up real quick, and then he just fucking hit me over the head with a nice
Yeah.
2x4 right there. That's what happened. There we go. That's how this works. It's a dunk tank for everyone. Devin, yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, you've heard some crazy stuff before on previous streams, so I'm sure this being your third appearance on the show, nothing can shock you, right?
No, I'm good with it all. I think it's a lot of fun. So just to hear people speak their opinion, whether it's their actual opinion or not, or they're trying to get a rise, it's awesome. There's a lot of comedians out there. So
what do you
good
say?
shit.
What do you say to the fans? I mean, there's a lot of social media people out there just riding the fighters. And it's unbelievable to me because, when we get to meet you guys, it's just like, wow, these people go in there, they put their lives on the line, go crazy in that cage, beating people up. These people, oh, here we go. Hold on. Vlad coming in.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Let's see what Vlad has to say.
Does your white side make you feel any less athletic? For example, image how much better Steph Curry would be if he was Wesley Snipes Black. Your thoughts?
All right, so he wants to know if the white side of you is holding you back.
Oh, man, best of both worlds, as I always say.
Yeah.
No, it is what it is. But no, that's no, nothing holds me back.
What do you think the odds are? Now, you're a good sport. I mean, you really roll with the punches over here, and you're a fantastic fighter. 9-2-0 with the UFC, coming off a big win over there, and congratulations on that. I mean, I know fighting Blachowicz, going to the next opponent over there, going for the unanimous decision, back on a winning streak over here. Well, trying to get on a winning streak. I mean, taking everything, taking it from the interviews, the people on social media, how do you put up with the craziness?
It's pretty easy. Well, first of all, anybody's hating on any of my posts, on the posts that I make, anyone starts hating, I don't have that many followers yet, so I can do this. I just delete their shit. I delete anything negative. I delete it. But besides that, just what they say is not going to affect me, and I know where I'm at, where I stand. And like I said, I train at the best gym in the world with some of the best people, best fighters in the world. So I'm not going to let them take that away from me and start feeling a certain way because they have an opinion that they don't know shit about. So and that's usually it. And people that I do respond to, people send me messages after my last fight. I was still in the fucking locker room, and someone sent me a message like, "You don't know how to fucking fight," blah blah blah. And I responded to him like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Then we went back and forth, and then he ended up, "Oh yeah, I'm actually a really big fan, and I love what you do. Keep it up. I'm trying to be a UFC fighter as well." So, a lot of times if you respond positively,
You
it
can't
works
stop
out.
the Siberian Express. Choo-choo,
We got another donation coming in.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
This is-
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
John Gott. All right, let's see who John Gott is.
I hate rats. Who's the rat exposing John Jones hiding under the octagon from drug testers? Tell them John Gotti wants to talk to them.
So now we actually had John Gotti Jr. on the show. His son, John Gotti III, is an MMA fighter. I don't know if you've heard of John Gotti III fighting in mixed martial arts now. I'm just going to let it go there. But apparently he is donating right now, which I don't believe. And he wants to know with this rat that with John Jones, is there a rat inside the gym? Does someone have to be taken care of?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Me neither. I don't know what I'm talking about either. Anyway, Devin Clark live on the MMA-Holes fighting this weekend. UFC 231. Big fight over here. Max Holloway versus Ortega in the main card. But the real fight is coming on Fight Pass. The headlining fight of Fight Pass. And that's actually a pretty big deal. A lot of people are like, you got to be on the main card or you have to be on the prelims. You have to be headlining the prelims. But headlining Fight Pass to me seems pretty big because this is their gold over here, Fight Pass, right? So how does it feel to headline Fight Pass?
Well, actually, I'm not headlining it.
Oh, well, there goes that
I had it
question.
on the website that it was. I'm actually starting the night out for some reason.
Wow. Hold on a second,
I don't
Devin.
know why. But,
This is the second time the UFC has done this on their.
out.
They did this twice to you on the website, and then when you came on, we were like reading off the website. Oh, congratulations! And then boom, they demote you. This is ridiculous. Should we do something about this?
I don't know. I don't know why they do it or what it is, but to me, I'll earn whatever position I get, and like I said, first fight of the night, whatever. They can play the highlights all night. I don't give a fuck. So it is what it is.
That's pretty unbelievable of you. First, they have your opponent at 6'6". They have the stats wrong. They put you on the wrong spot on the card. They put together this new website over here. You would think they would have it intact. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So opening up the night, even better. You could beat this guy and then have a couple of drinks and watch the rest of the card, right?
Yeah, and I'm in Toronto, so it'll be good. Yeah, party afterwards, whatever. Probably not party too much. I never do. I never have really. Even if I wanted to, I'd end up fucking doing nothing. So going to eat usually.
Just laying low. Now, what is the meal of choice after the fight? After a big victory, what do you choose to eat?
Shit, whatever's around, I guess. They always feed us in the green room, which is all right food, but yeah, I usually end up at a fast food spot, I guess. I think when I was in Poland and actually ended up at fucking KFC, of all places, in Poland.
Yeah, you were talking about that the last time. It's not as good, or is it as good?
What's that?
Is it as good as over here at the States, or how is the KFC?
Well, it tastes better and more like, it's way different. It's not as greasy and shit like that. You can definitely tell it's not American. A little fresher, but yeah, it definitely doesn't have as much of that, American taste to it, that greasy. So
now you're going to be walking out to the cage once again, cornered by your father, correct?
Yeah.
Now, has he been in your corner every one of your fights?
Yeah, most of my pro fights. Yeah, pretty much. I think every one of my pro fights. Yeah.
So how does it feel? Does it feel any different? Do you need your father in your corner now? Is he like your power source? Do you look to him for the advice? Do you feed off of him when you step into that cage? What does it mean to walk to the cage with your father? It's got to be a great feeling.
Yeah, it is. He's always been like a mental coach to me and gets me right when I'm even when I don't know that I'm doing something wrong or that I'm acting a certain way. Just like when I got signed to the UFC, I was sick. He's the one that got me up for that fight. He said, "Hey, motherfucker, let's go!" And he started yelling and doing all his antics, which he knows gets me fired up. He said, "You gotta knock this motherfucker out." So I went out there. I was like, "All right, I gotta try to knock him out." And so I went out there, and after I tried to knock the dude out, I almost did, but he almost knocked me out too. But I got over being sick, and then I ended up just fighting and earned my contract. So, but no, we definitely feed off each other. When I hear his voice, and his voice carries loud, so even at times Coach Winklejohn will have him yell stuff just because he's a little louder. So it works out good.
Now you have an impressive record. You're 9-2-0, and in the UFC, you've suffered 2 losses so far, right? If I'm not not mistaken, 2 losses, and it's Jan Blachowicz and Alex Nicholson. I got the pleasure of meeting Alex Nicholson, nice guy over there. But you do have 3 wins in the UFC out of these 5 that you fought. So now, what can we expect going into this fight? You do have a tough opponent, and it seems like the UFC is high on this guy, but you do have that wrestling. So how are you going to? What is the plan of attack for this fight?
No, I can't tell you the whole plan, but I'm gonna go out there and do my thing. Hopefully knock him out. That's I'm gonna cut him at least, so that's a guarantee, and you'll see that. But I've changed a lot in this camp. Before this camp, in my off time, it's been 8 months since I last fought almost, and I had 6 months to improve. I worked on my boxing.
You got
a donation coming in. Oh boy. It's Mike Perry. Mike Perry coming in.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey y'all, I just got another face tat. I put the Platinum Princess's name on my face. Nothing says true love like reuniting with your ex-GF while emotionally vulnerable after a difficult professional loss.
Okay, so Mike Perry had got a new face tattoo. Let's talk about it. Mike Perry was training with you guys over there. Some controversy with that as well, because they were saying that they used him as a tool to get to Cowboy Cerrone and take him out. Can you speak about the experience with Mike Perry?
I think that's bullshit, but Mike's a cool dude. I like Mike. He's he's a fun, energetic guy. He won't hold nothing back, and I like that about him. He's another one of those guys. When you're just around him, you act differently, you fight differently. It's he brings an edge that that a lot of people like my dad, he brings an edge out in me. And when you're hanging around people like that, that edge can come out. And so that's what Mike does. And I felt like he did that for a lot of people at the gym too.
Do you think, and he seems like a great guy, Mike Perry. Now, do you think,
Oh, absolutely.
I'm hearing that he did leave the gym. Hold on a second. We got one bag coming in with a donation over here. Let's see.
So you know Mike, low IQ Perry.
His IQ is not low. Stop it. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable stuff. Have you ever given Mike Perry an IQ test? Yes or no?
No.
So did Mike Perry leave the gym or?
I'm not really sure what his situation is. I know he's back home relaxing after that fight and stuff, so haven't really talked to him since. Not really sure what he's got planned next, but hopefully to see him back there. It was good having him there. So
we have Devin Clark live with the MMA Holes, and we have another donation as well. Now and later.
Never heard of him. He UFC. Good luck, Bolsonaro. MBGA.
How have you never heard? I mean, the guy's been. This is what is your sixth fight in the UFC? What that? Where's this guy live under a rock? Unbelievable stuff over here, Devin.
That's another thing about me. I don't have those goods like Mike Perry does, and I don't talk shit. I can't go out of my way and talk shit. It's just not really in my nature. I'll talk shit if it comes at me, or I'll back it up at least. But a lot of people, I don't think they find me exciting, and it is what it is. I'm a wrestler. I play it safe sometimes. I know how not to get hit and control motherfuckers for a whole fight, which is really hard to do, but it doesn't look all that entertaining. So, it's all good. My time's coming. Like I said, I've been working on some stuff, and I've really been honing my skill on how to make myself better. And with that will come more exciting fights and more, whatever drama the fans and shit create. But, so yeah, it's all good.
Do you find like guys like Kamaru Usman, who's on a huge tear over there, just charging up for a title, and he's utilizing the wrestling? His wrestling is just dominating. Do you find guys like that, and you're like, okay, this is going to be what I'm going to be doing in my future. I'm going to wrestle my way to the top. That's the game plan, I see, right?
Not really, because I want to knock somebody out. Like I don't want to do it just wrestling. But I know what I have to do. I have to use my wrestling in order for my striking to open up. And there's certain ways to go about that. And I think I've figured out a way to do it. So yeah, and that's what we're gonna do. I've been doing a lot of studying and stuff like that. And so yeah, I think that's what will happen. But those guys, Khabib did open my eyes to a lot. He's gone a long ways with his wrestling and his jiu-jitsu type stuff. Ground control. And he finds a way to do it to make it exciting, gets the fans into it. So that was motivating for me as well.
Devin Clark is fighting this weekend versus an Alexander Rakic or who cares? You're going to win anyway. It doesn't matter, right? Starting on Ratchet. Oh, he's a Ratchet one. Okay, well, there you go. Right. A lot of people are saying that this guy is the real deal, but we're going to find out for real this Saturday. Do you have any predictions in this fight?
I'm going to win, man. It's all win. But no, they're all tough guys. They're all supposed to be the biggest and baddest. I've beat the biggest and undefeated motherfuckers before. This dude's 10-1. He can be broken just like everybody else. I've beat a lot of people before, a lot of good people. And I think he lost to a wrestler type guy too. So, and I don't know if people realize that or not, but this motherfucker, yeah, he can be broken just like any man. Any man can be broken.
There you go.
I'm going to be the one to do that and show people, this guy, he's good. He'll be good, but, I'm going to break him Saturday.
All right, Jesse, this is the part where we're going to go over to the chat room. Jesse's written down some questions from the chat. So let's see. The live chat is very respectful, right, Jesse?
I have to warn you, this might be the most autistic they've been in the last couple of weeks.
All right, so here we go. Devin, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. Jesse, what do you got?
I've got quite a few. Okay.
All right, we'll do a speed round.
All right. Who's the better coach, Jackson or Winklejohn from Drunk Savage?
Oh, hold on. Hold that thought. Ariel Helwani coming in. Oh, my God. Ariel Helwani, unbelievable.
Watch out for the so-called nice guy Mike Perry. He used to break into houses and steal people's shit. Hold on to your wallet around B&E Perry.
That's from Ariel Helwani. Unbelievable. What do you think, Devin?
Well, whatever.
Oh my God! All right. Well, Mike Perry used to fight locally over here, actually, for a promotion called Premier FC, and the promoters spoke nothing but super highly about him, saying he's one of the nicest guys. He might be crazy in the cage, but outside he's a super sweetheart. So, and I think you can piggyback off of that. Okay. Here we go, Jesse. What other questions we got?
Okay. Who's the better coach, Jackson or Winklejohn from Drunk Savage?
Here we go.
They team up on everything, so it's they come one brain almost. So yeah, I'm not gonna.
Have you ever gotten into an argument with one of the coaches?
Both great coaches.
I'm sorry. Have you ever gotten into an argument with one of the coaches, like you didn't like the way they were going with something and kind of said something, spoke out, or you just pretty much?
No arguments. If we don't like something or we want to change something, they're open to that. That's what makes them good coaches. They're all about trying different stuff and whatever. But when it comes time for me to shut up and show respect, I do that as well. That's what I learned from a young age. So everybody else should be doing that shit too. Because you think you know everything and you don't.
There we go. All right, Jesse, what else have we got over here?
Gay Agent wants to know, what is your favorite sexually transmitted disease?
Oh, that's a good one.
Super
Saved by the Bell. We got a super chat. One bag coming in.
Who is hotter in person, Joanna or Valentina?
That's a good question.
Oh, who's hotter, Joanna or Valentina?
Who's hotter? I don't know. I saw both of them today, and they're both pretty women. I'll say that.
So you would have both of them at the same time, you're saying?
Come
All
on.
All right, Jesse, what else we got?
Well, what's your favorite sexually transmitted disease?
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's got to be herpes.
Hands down, right? I mean,
What kind of
Jesus.
question is that?
All right.
I've never had one before, so I don't know.
All right, now and later
Cardio
coming in.
Colby was unknown as well. Now he the champ.
All right, so one now and later is saying Colby was a relatively unknown at one point, and now he is the interim champ, fighting for the belt for the title. So, I mean, do you take something from Colby Covington?
Fuck no. Fuck Colby Covington. He's a fucking dickhead. I don't like the shit.
All right.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't know. He just he rubs me the wrong way. The way he's going about shit. I mean, you can talk shit and all you want, whatever, but it's just the way you go about it. So yeah.
Yeah, there was some tension between him and John Jones, I remember. So I'm sure you're not a fan of Colby Covington. Jesse, what else do we have from the chat?
All right. Gay Agent would like to know what color, brand, and size is your underwear so he knows what to tell Santa to get you for Christmas.
What color are my underwear?
Super chat.
Black underwear. All right, now and later coming in with a donation.
I'll be watching you now. Best of luck. Win big, kiddo.
Look at that. Now and later, you have a brand new fan over there. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And make sure you go follow the Brown Bear. It's at Brown Bear UFC on Instagram, and on Twitter. Is it the same handle?
Yep.
Okay.
Or Brown Bear C or some shit like that. I hate social media, but yeah, I'm not on Twitter all that much. I like Instagram.
We'll make sure to share your
pictures and
stuff. Get it out there. Let's see what other questions we have from the chat.
He would like to know the color, brand, and size of your underwear.
Size as well. So there you go.
Black Reebok, large.
How is the Reebok underwear? Is it comfy, cozy?
Oh, it's the best underwear ever.
Yeah.
The best. Like,
I'm sure.
I don't know. Have you heard that before?
No, well, yeah, I'm from UFC fighters, yes. Apparently.
Yeah. Well, it's different than the shit you can buy in the store. You have to order it from their website or some shit. But yeah, it's the best underwear. Like, hell yeah.
They actually give some pretty cool stuff. Looking at those bags and stuff like that they give to you guys, they set you up pretty nicely, huh?
Yeah, it's not bad. We just gotta wear it for the weigh-ins and shit, and to the fight and stuff like that. But no, they set us up good. It's all comfortable and it looks nice. So yeah, happy with it.
All right, let's rattle through the rest of the questions so we can let them go.
Van Shipman would like to know: does your beard hold actual magic powers?
Like mine.
I don't know. No, it's just black. It's I've been combing it. See, I got my comb.
Oh, there you go.
And it looks a little bigger because I cut my hair. So. Shaved my head, so it made the beard look bigger.
At the face-offs over here, are you going to start anything with Alexander? Are you going to snuff him, or are we going to see some craziness at the face-offs?
I don't think so. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Will you scream out MMA-Holes when you get on the scale?
That was one of the questions. Stop asking him questions.
Oh, is it a question?
That's
All right,
that's Vlad's question.
This is the big question. Okay, Devin, we need your help. Okay, once you smoke this guy and you open it up, and if they put a microphone in front of you, which they will, what's the odds we can get an MMA-Holes?
I'll think about it. We'll see.
Well, there's
we'll
Vlad's
see in the
question.
moment. We'll see
right.
how it ends, and if I'm able to remember or not. So, yeah.
How about this?
Check, make sure I won't get in trouble for that too. So.
What about this? If you can sink in the hooks, right? Or sink in the hooks, you get his back, right? You're going for the neck, and you whisper in his ear. You go, Alexandra, MMA-Holes. Can you do that for us?
I'll do that.
Okay.
If I get in that position, I'll do it.
All right, Jess, what else we have in the chat?
Post Resurrected wants to he has 2 questions. The first question is, do you let Mike Perry call you the N-word?
Ooh, it's a great question.
I don't think he's ever called me the N-word. I don't know, but he's said it around me. I don't care.
Okay. And his second question is, who do you think actually won the boxing match?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Oh shit! Fury, if that wasn't, that knockout or knockdown wasn't there, I would have said Fury for sure. But that's got to count for something, So I think it was a draw.
Are you smoking something over there? I saw you put something to your mouth. Are you smoking something, or are you just chewing?
Am I?
Yeah.
It's dip.
Oh, you're dipping. No kidding. So
I'm surprised nobody said shit the whole time. This is literally the first interview ever that I've put a dip in.
Really? Okay. So what is it? Is it just nicotine? How is it? You drop it in your lip and just let it sit there?
Yeah, man. I'm cutting weight right now. It's it's something I should probably quit, but I've been doing it since since wrestling. So and it's just a habit I've gotten over the years. But yeah, it's when you can't eat shit or eat minimal, it passes the time a little better.
Sure. Oh, there you go. All right. I hope your teeth don't fall out, for God's sakes. I mean, geez, we need you to come on for the 5th appearance on the MMA-Holes, or the 4th, or whatever it is. All right.
Yeah.
What else we got, Jess?
Mark Roberts would like to know, what's the name of the steroids you use?
Oh, that's another good question.
Oh shit! I forgot the name. Can you believe that?
Let me ask you a question. This is actually a serious question. Now that all the drama and the controversy, you have arguably the greatest fighter in your gym, right? And all that stupid stuff going on. Do they test the fighters over there more? Because I know Holly Holm has said that USADA hits her more than almost anyone else. Do they focus on certain gyms because of that?
I'm not sure if it's because of that or not, but I know we get tested quite a bit. But yeah, I mean, they've been coming back clean, so. Yeah, I don't take shit. I don't really take supplements. So,
no. Yeah. Well, I don't blame you. Oh my God! Hold on a second, Colby Covington. Oh my God, this is unbelievable. He's donating. Oh, here we go. We might have to finish on this. Colby Covington, go ahead.
No one cares that you don't like me. That's why you're buried on Fight Pass and on Headline pay-per-view for titles. John Jones did steroids. Me speaking facts doesn't make me bad.
This is ridiculous.
Soy boys block comments on social media. I'm the king of the UFC.
This is unbelievable. Colby Covington sounds female. This is unbelievable. Devin, what do you think about that? Colby Covington chiming in.
Is that actually him?
No. I doubt he. Oh, you never know.
It could be.
You never know.
I'm open. Because if it was nobody cares, but you're calling in, motherfucker.
Oh, super chat.
Here we go. Now and later coming in with a donation.
I used to love my dip on Rikers Island. Good-ish.
There we go. And this is a fact. He's been on Rikers Island with his dip. So thank you, now and later. All right, Devin, listen. You've been a fucking fantastic sport. I do appreciate you coming back on. Are you guaranteeing a victory, Devin?
Yeah.
All right. You don't sound too confident. Can we get I'm fucking guaranteeing a victory, scream and throw a couch across the room, or no?
Nah, I mean, it's just I'm going to go out there and do what I do and fuck this dude up.
I'm
so excited for this fight. I haven't been this excited for a fight, in a long time or ever. I don't know. I feel so confident, and I know I've worked my ass off. So, yeah, fuck this guy, and he's in my way. So it's time to move up.
Devin, good luck. And we know you're going to win this fight. We're very positive about this one. And we're looking to see big things from you in the future. Now's the time. If you have any sponsors you want to shout out, go for it.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Yeah, big sponsor back home in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Papa Doc's Pub. They've always looked out for me. They'll be showing the fights. So anybody local in South Dakota, go check them out. They do a lot for me. So other than that, just thank everybody and all the fans. Hopefully I got some new fans today. Yeah, you're going to see a show Saturday night. So Tune in.
All right, Devin.
First fight.
There you go. Hey, listen, I'll be tuning in for sure. And best of luck. We'll see you soon, Devin.
All right, thank you.
There we go. Devin Clark is fighting this weekend, and it's opening up the event. Look at that. How they do him dirty. 9-2 versus a 10-1, and it's opening up Fight Pass. Unbelievable stuff over here. Does Devin get the job done? Let us know in the chat. He has a very tough opponent over here, Alexander Rakic. He looks pretty confident, Jesse.
He's got a good record.
What do you think?
I wouldn't sleep on him too quick. I haven't made my picks yet, so I can't say him. I'd like to say that my pick is Devin Clark, but when I go through, I'll let you guys know. But I have to give a shout out to the chat because they had some hitters tonight. The questions I couldn't get. I have more. I have a whole list of them here, and I couldn't get to all of them. So shout out to the chat.
When he comes on the next time, we're going to try to get all your questions, and hopefully we pretty much hit everything. I think we went to the furthest depth of hell of cringe and back.
There was quite. I wanted to ask Mr. Snar's question. He asked if Devin Clark has ever bottled his farts and waited to open it for about a year and then opened it and enjoyed the stench. I wanted to. Some of these questions, as ridiculous as they sound, they're hilarious because it throws the fighter off, and then they don't know how to respond, and it makes them uncomfortable, which makes it entertaining for us.
But next time, we will get Devin on and we'll ask him that question.
Yeah.
You know what's got me curious is we've had a couple of guys on, right, that are very nervous about saying the MMA-Holes in the cage at a UFC event, right? And it's not the fact that they don't want to say it. It's the fact that I guess that in their contract, you're supposed to say certain things. There's certain things you can and can't say. And I'm assuming obscenities is something you can't say, and maybe some sort of promotion. You can't promote other things or something that. I wonder.
I would assume they can't promote other shows because if you think about it, the UFC, the organization itself, is a show, and you're promoting another show without us paying the UFC to promote us, so it's like free advertisement.
Yeah.
So I think there's that gray area, so they have to be really careful.
We have to find a way where we can get one of these fighters, and I think Devin Clark's the guy to do it. John Jones' best friend. I think Devin Clark's the guy. He's such a nice guy. I think we have to find a way for him to be like, yeah, man, I want to thank my family. I want to thank Jackson Wink. MMA-Holes. What did you say? MMA-Holes. We need to get him to do that. At least clear his throat with the MMA-Holes.
Yeah, we want to get his UFC contract sliced in half.
No, well, if he mumbles it, if he's like, MMA-Holes.
Yeah.
Like that, I think we can get away with it. Hit me with the ones if you want to see that happen. And let me know if you'd like to see Devin Clark back on the show. Jesse, what do you say?
I say yes.
Yes? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there we go. All right, so if you missed it, if you're just tuning in, Devin Clark was live with the MMA-Holes, his fourth, I don't even remember. I think it's his fourth or third. Actually, no, this might be his third appearance on here.
I can't remember. I was wrong about Felony. I thought Felony was on here for 4, and it turned out it was only his third, and I don't want to guess again because I don't want to be wrong again, so.
It's got to be bizarre. He does these shows. He does MMA Junkie and whatever, Ariel, whatever the shows are. And then he comes to this shit and he just gets roasted.
But he is a friend of the show. I think that's how a lot of the fighters are. It's they get it, they get the cringe, they find it funny, and so they're like, fuck it, why not? If they have the skin for it, which they clearly do, or they wouldn't come back. The ones that don't come back, they don't have the skin for it. They got offended in the first interview.
Yeah, and we don't want pussies on here. And clearly Devin's not a pussy.
Clearly.
I'm scared of Devin. I mean, have you seen his Instagram, for God's sakes?
Yeah.
Go follow his Instagram immediately. Guys, he trains for John Jones. And say what you will about John Jones, I'm scared of John Jones. I when we joke around, it's on the other side of the mic. I'm a pussy. I'm a big pussy. But yeah, Devin Clark, good luck. And hopefully you get that W. And Jesse, let's move on with the show. It's TGIW. Yes. We have 2 strong hours of autism. MMA news, all that other wonderful shit. Let me just play this real quick over here.
While you do.
Yeah.
Please excuse me. I need to pee.
Okay, hold on.
What?
Okay. I'm just going to play this while you pee.
You can't stop this like being express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Democrats that think it's okay to make their 2-year-old children trans and put them on hormone blocks are pure evil. Sexualizing kids is one of the goals of the pro-kitty trans movement. Pure evil.
Thank you, Logic and Truth. And thank you to everyone who has dropped in a donation tonight. It was interesting, yet Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
It's the only way to do it. The cringe chat is here. The cringe chat is live. And let's get some more likes. 20 likes.
20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. 20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes.
20 likes.
20 likes.
Hold on a second. I see another like in there that makes it 40. Let's do it again.
20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. 20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. 20 likes. 20 likes. I've got fucking 20 likes. I hope the dislikes die of leprosy.
Wonderful.
Thank you very much for those likes. Luke Thomas has a 98% male audience, says Stelio 2. I think anyone that does any sort of broadcasting, any media out there that does something with mixed martial arts, it's like a sausage party. If there are 82 people watching now. If there are any ladies watching, reveal yourself so I don't feel like this is like a big gay orgy every fucking Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's, well, Ann H. Thank you, Ann, and thank you, Jesse. But it is unbelievable, the MMA audience. It's just like, it's ridiculous. When I ran into Luke Thomas a bunch of times at his events, and it's all dudes. It's like no women there, just all guys that just want to stand around and hang out with each other. You better thank the sweet baby Jesus for Jesse, because if it wasn't for her, you'd be stuck with fucking looking at Karen Bryant. So thank that. When she pees, she gets excited. All right, Jesse, what is going on in this chat room?
Greg Blaze says, I'm girl. Junk Savage says, Luke Thomas is a hero to the gay community. This a sad sausages and pickles place, says Kenshiro Ryu. Sean Hart says, we are sick. I noticed 74. My chick is here next to me. I know she secretly loves this show. We know she secretly loves this show.
Yes, sir.
JBH Sideways Moonwalker says Sean Hart. Steven Stern says MMA-Holes is the Jerry Springer of MMA.
That's right.
Kaepernick Sucks says Karen Bryant for president. NH 7% rules. Kenoto 74 says Karen Bryant's cleavage makes me want to be gay.
She's like melting. Poor Karen Bryant. Hey, listen, for her age, she looks great.
It's a horrible thing to say.
She does look great, but she does look like she's from Bed Bath & Beyond, sitting in the sun too long.
Yeah.
You know?
Greg on Blaze says, Kenshiro, shut the fuck up, you faggot.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
Kenshiro Ryu says, Kenoto 74, share her with all of us, please. Drug Savage, one bad. Thank God for autocorrect. Credo Ape Thor says, I don't really like you, Luke.
Whoa. So mean.
It's a horrible thing to say.
Jesse, you ready for the news? Let's get the news going. It's the greatest show going. The MMA-Holes. Marky Wahoo.
His name ain't Derek, but he's for real. His name is Master, host of a show that's like a golden put to our ears. Bagging, I lick my balls. 10 more laps. Hit that button or dive in. You heard that bagging, I lick my balls. The greatest show going, the MMA-Holes. Now, the greatest show going, the MMA-Holes. Now, the greatest show going, the MMA-Holes. Now lick my balls. His name ain't Derek, but he's for real. His name is Master, host of a show that's like a golden put to our ears. Bagging, I lick my balls. 10 more laps. Don't forget to hit that button or dive in. You heard that bagging, I lick my balls.
Thank you, Marky Wahoo.
Jesse, what's in the news?
Joanna Jędrzejczyk, according to MMAnews.com, Joanna Jędrzejczyk could make history at UFC 231, but no one is talking about it.
Ooh.
Wah, wah, wah.
The Boogie Woman.
The Boogie Woman. Through 25 years of UFC history, there have only been 5 fighters to have held championship titles in 2 weight classes, 5 legends. All 5 of them are among the greatest fighters in MMA history. Randy Couture was the heavyweight and light heavyweight champ. BJ Penn held the welterweight and lightweight titles. Conor McGregor won the featherweight and lightweight titles. GSP had titles in welterweight and middleweight. And right now, Daniel Cormier is the heavyweight and the light heavyweight champion. Considering there have been thousands of fighters who have stepped foot inside the octagon, the fact these 5 men have held titles is in 2 separate weight classes really shows how special an accomplishment it is. Jędrzejczyk has an amazing opportunity to put her name in the history books this weekend, but for whatever reason, no one is talking about it. There are a few reasons why I think that's the case. First and foremost, there aren't many people who expect Jędrzejczyk to beat Shevchenko, and betting odds have her as a considerable underdog to win the flyweight title. The fact that Shevchenko...
You can't stop this Iberian Express.
Oh my God.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
It's Luke Thomas.
Hey Mos. I only pretend to be cool with you. I would never have the balls to actually go on your show, but I can pretend like I'm cool. Sucker.
Well, he did come on the show.
He did.
Jesse.
Twice. No, three
That
times.
can't be
twice.
It can't be
How many
Luke Thomas.
times?
No, he only came on once. But he did. He was reluctant to come on. The first time he's like, "Get your fucking phone away from me." And then the second time
you persuaded him with your charm.
I had you there.
It was your charm.
I was like, "Come on, Dick. Come on."
So what?
Get over here.
You think that me being there holding a camera made him kind of?
Well, he was smitten by your beauty.
Oh.
And
Luke Thomas.
And I lured him over to Leslie's.
He is a nice guy.
Jesse's. Whatever.
He's nice. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I think Luke Thomas is a new co-host. Joanna, could you believe this? This is unbelievable. Hold on. My mouth is off my face. Hold on a second. Let me put my mouth a little bigger so it's on my face. Hold on a second. Okay, my mouth is a little awful over here. Let me put it like this. Hello, everybody. It's me, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. I will be fighting. Congratulations, Jesse, on your new job.
On my new job?
Yes, you will be the co-host of Luke Thomas because you find him dreamy.
I find him dreamy?
Yes.
Yeah.
You just said it right now, correct?
That I found him dreamy?
Yes, you find Luke Thomas dreamy, so you will be a co-host?
Okay.
Okay. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight is the night where you find out who wins, me versus Ruski. I will use my Polish power to destroy the Russian for the first time ever because I lost 2 or 3 times. 3 times? Yeah, you did. It's fine. Don't be intimidated by me, my losses, because Joanna Jędrzejczyk, I wink. I don't know why I wink so much, but I wink so much. Every time camera on me, I wink. Jesse, do you wink?
All the time.
I wink. I don't know why. I think there's something in my eye.
I don't wink as much as you, though.
I will fuck up the Russian so bad. I will eat her pussy after I beat her, Jesse.
Mm-hmm. I hope you do.
I will lick her vagina.
I hope I see that too.
I will knock her out. She will be out cold on floor, and I will eat her muff. Thank you.
I think that went a little far.
Do you think she's going to, Jess, do you think that's what's going to happen?
Maybe. Do you want to hear what the rest of the whole
history
is?
Yeah,
All right.
I'd love to.
All right. The fact that Shevchenko beat Jędrzejczyk 3 times previously in Muay Thai and the fact that she's the bigger fighter make it seem like a long shot for an upset to happen. But this is MMA and we see upsets happen all the time. There weren't many people who were picking Cormier to beat Stipe Miocic back at UFC 226, but he went in there and knocked him out. Yes, this is a tough stylistic matchup for Jędrzejczyk as Shevchenko should match her in the striking and have better grappling, but it's not out of the realm of possibility Jędrzejczyk wins. Imagine she does it. She'll be back on top of the world again, even though if Shevchenko wins this fight, people are still curious to see how it plays out.
Mm-hmm. Now, Valentina Shevchenko looks all right in this picture, Jesse, more importantly, but I don't understand why people find her attractive, Valentina Shevchenko. She looks okay in this picture, but I was watching Embedded, and I almost vomited.
I was going to say, you were watching Embedded earlier, and you said that.
She looks, she's not pretty.
She's not an ugly fighter. Maybe to you, she's not attractive.
I'm not attracted to her.
But I could see why people find her attractive. Like, now, she's not like she's just got an attractive quality to her. You know, there's something that there's a draw to her, so I could see it.
Let me know in the chat, what do you think? But more importantly, I have a bad feeling about this. I want Joanna to win. I like the Boogie Woman. I'm a big fan of the Boogie Woman, right? Yeah. But Joanna is in trouble. She is in big fucking trouble. Valentina looks like a fucking animal. She looks so good. So good. So good. Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. Good times never feel so good. So good.
I've been
hold on a second. Where was the so good, so good, so good?
Oh, so good, so good.
Oh, he ruined it. Anyway, all right.
Sorry. I always mess everything up.
Why? No! All right. Does anyone think Joanna has a shot in this fight?
Yes. Agreed.
Really?
100%.
I want to see Joanna win.
Let me rephrase that. I want to see her win. I think she stands I don't think she stands 100% of a chance, but I do think that
I say 0. Listen, I'm going to be rooting super hard for Joanna. I think it'd be great She took that little skid. She gets the win against Tisha Torres. And then at 125, boom, she gets a belt. And boom, back in the spotlight. I'm down. All right. What else is in the news, Jesse? What a night. What a crazy night. If you missed it, Devin Clark was on. Rewind it after the show.
All right. According to MMAnews.com, Deontay Wilder shares proof that Tyson Fury didn't beat 10 counts.
Super
What?
chat.
All right. Elite XXL.
I'm gonna break Luke's jaw. He keeps bothering Ostrich.
Whoa. He keeps on bothering the ostrich? Thank you, Elite XXL. All right, Jesse, what picture am I looking for here?
Well, there's a couple of things in this article, a couple of tweets.
Oh, here we go.
From Deontay Wilder.
Yes.
Over the weekend, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury put on a tremendous heavyweight contest. Wilder defended his WBC heavyweight title against the Gypsy King in a 12-round war. The Bronze Bomber was able to knock out Fury down twice during the contest, despite getting outboxed by the Englishman for most of the fight. However, the second knockdown Wilder scored in the 12th round was a highly controversial one. Wilder obliterated Fury, who went down on his back to the canvas, seemingly unconscious. However, somehow, Fury mustered up the strength to get back to his feet and finish the fight. The result was a split draw decision on the judges' scorecards. Recently, Wilder took to Twitter to make the case that he should have actually been declared the winner via knockout. He shared the following video of his knockdown of Fury, which included a 10-count timer. In the video, Fury doesn't make it up in time to beat the count. He said, quote, in the tweet, "Keep the vids coming for the sick motherfuckers that hate I won, the blind motherfuckers that can't face reality, and the motherfuckers that just don't want to see us succeed."
All right. Okay. So first of all, all right. Here's the deal. Let me, and we didn't get a chance because I was deathly ill. And Jesse nursed me back to health. I was laying against her tit for 2 days straight, and I was drinking her breast milk to be healthy for this show. And I'm still fucking sick. I have a stomach virus, and I'm all fucked up. And I'm here because I love you and donations. But
that was
wonderful.
Slide that in.
I mean, I did nurse you back to health, but I don't know if it was in that way.
Through your breast milk. Who knew? Who knew that Jesse's breast milk is therapeutic and it made me one piece again.
Yeah.
So Wilder fought Fury. Okay?
Yes.
This was a boxing match, a heavyweight match. Now I know this is an MMA show, but it was a fascinating fight before, during, and after. Because not necessarily because of good things after. During the fight, it was entertaining. I feel is extremely lopsided. Fury, to me, won at least 2 or 3. I mean, Wilder won 2 or 3 rounds. 1 round we missed because of our legal stream went down. We didn't pay. But regardless, Wilder, even if he won 4 rounds, with the 2 knockdowns, no, I don't think he won the 4 round. I think he won tops 3 rounds. I think it was very lopsided. I think Fury won that fight pretty wholeheartedly. Then the 12th round happens, and we think that Fury dies, right? We think he dies. And here's a video that Jesse was talking about, but it really looked like Fury just lost in the last round, and Wilder just had this amazing walk-off, and it was so epic, that moment. I mean, listen, take nothing away from what Wilder did there. It was unbelievable. It really was. He hits him with a right. Fury's going down, and boom, he finishes him off with a left. Fury's head goes back. His fucking eyes roll back. He falls down, and he looks like he's dead. Silence. Everyone stares at their TVs or in the arena, stares at that ring, and sees this man dead as Wilder just walks off. Wilder hits him with the fucking left and doesn't even look to see how he's doing. He just, boom, and just walks up. It's like, yes, motherfucker. That's how it's done. It was very impressive and intense and crazy. His family's jumping up. Everyone's excited, right? And then out of nowhere, you see Fury gets up. The controversy now is that this man who lost the fight is bitching about this 10-second count. You lost the fucking fight, dude. What you did was fantastic. It was epic. You're going to get a rematch. You're going to get a big payday. Just shut up. You dodged the fucking bullet. You lost. You lost the fucking fight. What are we doing here? I was rooting for you. America, fuck yeah. Right? I was rooting for you. I was like, yeah, that was great. He got the walk-off. What an epic way to finish a fight. Here, let's watch this video over here. At Real Boxing. I'm going to lower that. Okay, so here's the clock over here. All right, hold on a second. Let me go back for a second here. What is this bitch doing?
That's his wife.
Okay, so explain what's going on here. This is the... all right, here's the knockdown. All right, here we go. So the clock starts as soon as he's knocked down. Boom. All right, he's down. I mean, guy... Now, call me crazy. But anytime I see a boxing fight and the guy goes down, the ref jumps over there and starts counting, but it's not like instant. It's not like, boom, he's down. The ref's like, 1, 2, 3. He doesn't start doing that. He kind of hesitates and then starts counting. And that's what we saw here. Am I wrong? I've seen this a million times. I've seen guys fall, and the ref kind of goes over there, and he starts counting, like all dramatic. 2, 3. He doesn't just like run over, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, he doesn't like just run over there. And according to this video, the ref should have just fucking just ran over there like a lunatic. Because God forbid he gets up, right? So let's watch this again. Right, here's the knockdown. Boom, okay. And, I mean, unbelievable. I mean, what an epic moment. What is the ref supposed to do? Fly over there? What they fucking fly?
Choo-choo motherfuckers. Choo-choo motherfuckers.
Teddy Atlas. Oh, here we go. We need him to talk about this.
Fuck out of here. Boxing has been corrupt since the Carlo Gambino ran New York. You're mentally retarded if you buy a boxing PPV.
I agree.
Fury won according to the scoring system. Fury VAJ next. Wilder is a dosser bum.
Thank you, Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas should be on the show right now screaming about this. Look at the ref. Look how far the ref is. Now, if you're listening on Podbean and iTunes, he's across the fucking ring, right? Now, he gets popped. Wilder gets popped, right? Now, the ref runs over. What is the clock starts immediately. What is the ref supposed to start fucking counting? Is he supposed to start counting over here?
Yes.
Across the ring?
He's supposed to be a robot.
What are we doing here? What is the arguments? It's the dumbest fucking thing ever. Wilder, you lost the fucking fight.
I think...
What? This is stupid. This is stupid. Oh, no. Don't make me do it. Don't make me do it.
It's time to rant. It's time to rant. Chris is gonna rant and piss people off. It's time to rant. It's time to rant. Get ready for a rant and get pissed off. If you dare, go away. I don't want you here anyway. Chris is gonna rant. Chris is gonna rant. Fuck. Shit, fuck.
This is the first time I'm looking at this video. This is the first time I am looking at this video. This is not pre-planned. This is the first thought that came into my head. What is going on? What is going on? So is he supposed to grow some wings over there and fly over to the other side? He's already running. What is he supposed to count while he's running? What the fuck? What are we doing? Here goes the clock. The clock is playing, right? There he goes. Wilder's family's cheering him on because he won. He's counting. Yeah. And there he goes. Fury gets up. The epicness. 10 seconds. He should be down. No. Get the fuck out of here. What are you complaining about? We saw Wilder at the press conference complaining. If I was Wilder, I would have been like, yeah, that was a draw. With his fucking belt on his fucking table over there. With his pearly white teeth. Yeah, that was a draw. No complaints out of me. But what is he doing? He's complaining. He's fucking complaining. What are you complaining about? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. The 10 count? Are you kidding me? As soon as the ref got over there, he started counting. What do you want him to do? What is the ref supposed to do? He's across the ring. 1. Hold on, I'll be right over there. 2. I'm over. Here I am. 3.
Outside the ring starts the count. He was up at 8.
Oh, my God. Now and later.
He was up at 8.
He was up at 8. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. It really is. This makes me hate boxing even more. That cunt rag fighters and fans are it's a fucking draw. You get to see it again. Everyone's getting paid. The fans get to see the fight again. It was so epic. What? Now you get to watch it again.
Yeah.
Jesse, what do you think about this?
I mean, what do you say? How do you follow that up?
Fucking boxing. Am I wrong? I mean, this is the first time I'm watching the video. Maybe I'm completely wrong about this.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Negroes for white power.
The name says it all. Who the hell wants to live in a black neighborhood? We need to let the white man run the show until black families reunite and black whores stop being baby.
It's a great point.
Mamas, free my nigga Tekashi 69.
All right,
Thank you, Negroes for White Power. Very fascinating donation over there. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. Now, Jesse, watching this is what happened this weekend, and thank God we didn't buy this. Shout out to the Discord, and shout out to our new patron over there. Shout out to all patrons. Shout out to fucking Pulse, Vlad.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right, here we go.
1 Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4, Mississippi 5, Mississippi 6, Mississippi 7, Mississippi 8, Mrs. Oh shit, get the fuck up so we can call this a draw. 9 Mississippi 10, Mississippi.
There you go, Vlad. Vlad should have been the ref.
That was perfect.
That's it, yeah.
That was absolutely perfect. Way to sum it up, Vlad.
What are we complaining about? Is this what we're complaining about now? Is this what it is? Like, look at some idiot actually put this clock here with his dope screaming in the corner. Now, listen.
That's his wife.
Well, she's a dope. No, maybe not. She might be a nice lady.
She seems like a nice
she's
person.
happy for her husband. I mean, I'd be happy too because he was losing the fight. The reason why she's celebrating like that, she's like, holy fuck, my husband's losing. He just won in the 12th round.
I would fucking get up and start screaming.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, that's what I'm saying though. Like, that's why she's excited. I get it. She's like, holy fuck, I can't believe this.
Yeah.
I can't fucking believe this. But to complain, it's just, it's mind blowing. Everyone gets paid. I'm baffled. We've seen this with MMA. We've seen fans like complain and argue. So it's not just boxing. We see these ridiculous arguments by people. They watch these fights, and because their guy didn't win or didn't go their way, they come up with these cockamamie ideas. It's like my joke. And listen, this was a fucking joke. Me saying Conor won 1 round against Khabib. Me doing that. It wasn't an argument. But me saying Conor won 1 round versus Khabib is as stupid as this shit over here. And I was being a fucking idiot. It's like saying Conor won 1 round against Khabib, so that was a win. It's me fucking doing that same joke on the MMA-Holes is the argument over it. It's just so dumb. What are we doing? What does the world come to, Jesse? Is it Colby Covington's fault? Is it Donald Trump's fault? Is it black people's fault, Jesse? What is the problem here? Explain this to me.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Let me see what the chat has to say.
Doug Simon says, she's like, you better keep that belt and bring mama home those big paydays.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Flying Panda 47 says, this girl standing up was giving the ref the count. LOL. And H says, Vlad, hello, sweetie. Dapper Dave 527 says, did he divorce his wife for her?
Dapper Dave 527. Hi. How are you? How are you doing today? How are you?
Jay Smith says, you sounded dead serious about Conor winning that round, though.
Here's the thing. You know, I'm not going to explain myself anymore. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you don't have to.
It's so, you can't be that dumb. You can't. It's impossible. The people that have been watching this show from the very beginning know how this works over here. I antagonize you. I'm here to fucking piss you off so you can write stupid comments over there. Like, ridiculous. And shout out to this guy.
Fury falls back into depression and hits Da Rock.
You think that's the case? You think Fury's going to fall off? And by the way, hold on. Let's give a shout out to Pulse. Now, I don't know which Pulse this is. I'm confused. But shout out to Pulse. Was it Reloaded or who is the
Resurrected,
one that,
I believe.
Was it Resurrected?
I don't know. Pulse is Pulse. Your name is in the description.
The Pulse that re-upped on Patreon and upped his patron. Shout out to you, Pulse. Appreciate it. You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Ridiculous stuff over here. All right, let's move on. This is ridiculous.
Okay, let's move on.
Well, what a night.
We've got a lot of topics tonight.
What else do we have in the news, Jesse? Oh, my God. They're on fire.
Stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Choo-choo. It's Max.
The best is blessed and I feel pain in my chest. Shit, Hawaii, stand up because I can't. I have to pull out. Sorry, Dana. I love cupcakes too much.
Stop it. Max Holloway's not pulling out of anything. In fact, Max Holloway will be beating Brian T-City Ortega.
Max Holloway was seen on embedded snowboarding and wrestling his friends in the snow before his fight. That's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, we were watching. Well, Cowboy Cerrone is like wrestling sharks in the ocean. Like, I mean, he's in the hospital like a fucking lunatic. Yeah. It's dumb. It is dumb. We were watching Embedded, and yeah, Max Holloway is fucking going down the hill. with his snowboard. I'm like, Sonny Bono died from this, and you're about to get into the cage. What are we doing? What are you doing, Max?
Yeah.
Stop it. Put him in a bubble and stop this shit. Yeah, but he seems fine.
Mm-hmm.
Will Max enter the octagon? Or will we see Moicano versus T-City? Please, no. But let me know in the chat. Will that fight happen? Ortega versus Holloway. Are we not going to see it? Will we see it? Let me know in the chat as Jesse pulls up the next story. Oh, I remember that song. What a beautiful song for this evening. As we roll through the news and go to the next story. Jesse?
Jesse.
What do we have?
I love you.
I love you.
Beautiful. All right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
All right. Conor McGregor has been granted continuance in the Nevada Athletic Commission case. According to MMA Fighting, Conor McGregor will not be in Las Vegas next week as expected. The UFC star's legal team asked for and was granted a continuance in his Nevada Athletic Commission case in relation to the UFC 229 post-fight brawl, sources told MMA Fighting on Tuesday. Therefore, McGregor will not be at the NAC meeting for a disciplinary hearing Monday, nor will his potential sanction be discussed. It's unclear at this time when McGregor's case will be heard. The commission granting a continuance is a regular occurrence, especially in high-profile cases. McGregor's status with the Nevada Athletic Commission is integral to when he'd be able to return to the UFC. He is facing a suspension and fine from the commission. As of Tuesday, Khabib Nurmagomedov's disciplinary hearing remains on for Monday. However, sources said Nurmagomedov is unlikely to be in attendance for the meeting in Las Vegas. Sources said a continuance is still possible, as is some kind of settlement agreement, which has become regular protocol for the NAC over the last year plus. The commission is currently withholding half of Nurmagomedov's guaranteed $2 million purse pending the completion of his case. Both the UFC stars are facing sanctions as a result of their roles in UFC 229 post-fight incident October 6th at the T-Mobile Arena. Nurmagomedov climbed out of the octagon following his fourth-round submission victory, blah, blah, blah.
Who cares, right? Yeah, no one cares.
It's kind of pivotal because Conor McGregor, it's like they just said, Conor McGregor has no chance to be back in the octagon or
I don't care.
fight until that is cleared.
Listen.
So having a continuance, yeah, although it's good for him, he's still got to get his case cleared. And
I look at it like this. And I'm a Conor guy. I got him fucking hanging over here. And by the way, we're missing something that's supposed to be coming on this side over here, hopefully soon. But I don't care. I honestly don't care. We have a big fight this weekend. We have John Jones coming back to the cage versus Gustafsson. My eyes are on the prize over here. There's a lot of stories over here. Conor, get your shit together, and then let's find out what the next fight is, right? Enough's enough about this commission and jumping over the cage. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. It's time to find out who is the next opponent. Will it be Dustin Poirier? Will Khabib fight Tony Ferguson finally? And we get to see what goes on over there. I'm interested in that. But until we have a set thing, fuck Conor. No more. No more of that shit. Lord Lobov. I'd rather hear about him.
Can I ask you, are you just saying this because of all the whole Conor dick riding thing, or are you saying
No, I'm saying this because I honestly don't care. I honestly don't. I'm actually being honest this time. I don't care. What I want, and as a Conor fan, if you want me to speak as a Conor fan, this is what I want. I want Conor to train his fucking ass off, sell his proper 12, and get a fight that makes sense. That's what I want. I want to see him smoke the fight that makes sense, and then we can go to the next level. That's what I want. We got to regroup. My boy got smoked.
Yeah.
He got smoked. That's what I want. I don't want any more of this other bullshit commission. Settle what you got to settle. Sell your fucking whiskey. Get back into the cage. Listen, am I looking forward to Conor getting back? Of course, because this show explodes every time Conor gets back into the cage. We make a lot of money. Not really. We make more money. We make more views. We make more friends over here. So Conor is big business for everybody. So of course I want him back in, but I don't want to talk about him until we get the real story solidified. I want Conor back in the cage, guaranteed. Make it Dustin Poirier. I'm down with that. The rematch. I like the story. I like the tune-up fight. Little pea head. We move on. All right. What else do we have in the news?
All right. According to BJ Penn. .com, Brian Ortega is to star in an action movie after his UFC 231 title fight.
Oh my God. He's gonna lose.
If Brian Ortega defeats UFC featherweight champ Max Holloway in the main event of UFC 231 this Saturday in Toronto, don't expect him to defend his new title right away. He'll be busy with other things for a few months. Speaking at a UFC 231 media lunch in Los Angeles this
By the way,
week,
I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna piss everyone off, Jesse. I'm sorry for interrupting. Anyone that's picking Ortega is a casual. Anyone.
I'm picking Ortega.
Then you're a casual.
Why? Because
Jay Smooth,
he's
if you're
actually
picking,
good
you're a
at what he
casual.
does.
One bad if you pick Ortega, you are a complete casual.
You can't just say that.
It's a
about
casual
people.
pick.
Jay Smooth is like one of the heaviest MMA fans in
Well,
here.
you have just
and you're gonna call
inserted
him
yourself
casual?
to casual
the
in.
nerve on this. The
Jesse,
nerve.
You need
the
to go.
Nerve.
You need to jump on the Holloway
Jay
train
Smooth,
right now.
I'm with you. One bad,
You're
I'm
gonna
with
lose.
you. I'm fucking with you.
I'm telling you right now.
Now let me read the news.
All right, hold on a second.
Before you get all like
I'm telling you
salty
right now.
about Brian Ortega.
I like Ortega.
You don't
I think
like
the guy's
him.
a beast. I
You
think he's
don't
good.
like him.
But he's not Max Holloway.
You're so full of shit. You do not like
Hold
Brian
on a second.
Ortega.
Let me speak truth here.
Yeah.
Brian Ortega is fantastic. He hasn't lost in the UFC. Guy's undefeated. He's finished everyone or almost everyone. I don't know if he's finished everyone.
Systematic makes a good point. When Ortega beats Max, what does that make you?
He is not. All right. I'll tell you what. If Ortega beats Max, which is not going to happen.
It is going to happen.
My money is on fucking Holloway. It's dumb to pick Ortega in this fight. Dumb. Who has Max Holloway lost to? The greatest of all time, Conor McGregor. That's it. And it was a decision and Conor was hurt. It was a decision.
Sorry, Jay Smooth. He's shocked to actually agree with
He
the
hurt
woman.
him. Here's the deal. You can't be that stupid. Max Holloway. I'm telling you, you can't be. I could give it to Jessie. Jessie's a great, fantastic person over here.
I know, thank you.
She's new in the game.
Not really.
You could make you made the mistake with Darren Till.
That.
You made. I don't want you to make it
know
again.
What? I don't want you to make it again. It's the same mistake. No. You cannot keep using. Here's the problem. This is the problem with this argument. He has no leg to stand on here.
Why?
Because Darren Till, albeit I made a mistake and chose Darren Till because of a little hype train, because I thought that he actually had what it took to defeat Woodley. He didn't win, but all of my other main event picks following that, and I have all of you to fucking testify. No. I have all of you to testify. Casual my ass. I have all of you to testify that I actually do pretty good on my picks. One pick that you're going to hold against me tells you that Brian Ortega, because it's on a hype train,
you're going to Jesse
isn't going to win.
Hold on a second. I am not saying that.
That is what you're saying.
You're making the same mistake.
It's not the
with
same
Darren
mistake.
Till.
It's not the same mistake.
He is going into the Lions Den. Max Holloway is going to smoke Ortega. Guys, listen to me. Frankie Edgar was beating Ortega on the feet. Ortega caught him.
Drunk Savage says, remember Chrissy back, Nick Newell. How did that turn out?
Hold on. He's a friend of mine. I was rooting for him, for God's sakes. Guys,
yeah.
Here's the thing. Darren Till goes up to Woodley. Woodley's on another level. Ortega goes to Max Holloway. Max Holloway hasn't lost in how long? Are you guys out of your mind?
There's an ongoing trend for the guys that Moss hates.
There's no way. Let me know in the chat right now. Let me know. Max Holloway or Ortega. I want to know how many casuals are in this chat immediately before we go on to the story.
You can't call them casuals and expect them to be like, yeah, Ortega, because they don't want to be called a casual.
I'm telling you right now.
Even if they actually have Ortega for the win.
Listen, if you want to know, I win every way.
If you genuinely want to know Ortega or Max Holloway, then you just say Ortega or Max Holloway. You don't say Ortega or Max Holloway because the Ortega followers
I want to know how many casuals we have.
You can't fucking do that.
One casual.
Ortega, Max, Ortega, casual.
Casuals all over the place.
Ortega, Omega, Max.
You're
Ortega
smoking crack
is
if you
winning.
think Ortega's going to win.
You casual cocksucker.
You're smoking crack.
I love Brian Ortega.
I'm gonna bask in the glory.
Make it inside. What?
Not to you. Listen, this is not me versus you. This is me versus casuals in the chat. I don't know why you're taking offense.
This is me versus you.
No, it's not me versus you.
It is me versus you.
It's not all about you.
You can't support Brian Ortega.
Jesse, I hate to break this to you.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to help you out here.
You're not helping me
With
Max Holloway,
there is no way he's
calling
losing
all
fight.
Ortega followers casuals, and he's like, I'm trying to help you.
He smoked Jose Aldo twice. He made him look ridiculously bad last one.
What is your point?
Jeremy Stevens goes in there, and all the casuals are on the Jeremy Stevens train. Right. This guy's going to kill. He's going to kill fucking Jose Aldo. And what happened? Aldo fucking destroyed him. Aldo destroyed him.
It's not all about you. It's about me.
If you think for 1 second that Max Holloway's losing his fight, casual, put the alarms. This is a casual alert.
Like extremely salty about Brian Ortega.
You know what I like though? I like
super fucking salty.
I like the fact that casual makes people sad and mad. It's so funny to me.
I don't think it makes people mad.
Apparently, I just triggered the whole audience.
No, it doesn't. No, you have to understand. I don't think that's the case.
Yes,
I really don't know. Here's the problem.
It's like calling you the N-word. It's like the MMA N-word. Casual is an MMA N-word.
I don't think it makes people mad.
People get so mad. Who cares?
I don't think it makes people mad. I think where they get upset is First of all, if someone sleeps on Conor McGregor and you've got Conor McGregor in a fight, regardless of whether you think,
so I'm biased. No, I'm biased.
Exactly. So you're biased.
Yeah.
So it offends you.
No.
Yes.
I don't get offended.
You do get offended.
People talk about my divorce, and I'm still not offended.
I'm talking about
nothing offends
life.
me.
I'm talking
you
about,
can keep
I'm
trying.
talking about MMA.
Lost to Conor. Bermudez P. Head Poirier.
What is this?
Max has lost to Conor. Good.
Max has lost to Conor. Yes, that's true. That's correct. Bermudez P. Head Poirier. What? Bermudez P. Head Poirier?
Moscow guy.
Oh, he's talking about he's
JV
comparing
is
the two,
flicking
I
her
guess.
bean to Brian Ortega, and now he's holding the
He's a
crown.
very good-looking man. Don't get it. Hey, listen, don't get it twisted. I'm not. Listen, I understand why he's a coxman. It's fine. He's a fantastic fighter.
We don't even know the Brian Ortega news yet.
I should open the phone lines. Should I? Let's get it going.
No, I want to read the news.
All right. Jesse's on this news trip. I want to open the lines. Adonis.
None of the 91 people watching this STRM are casual.
None of them.
Thank you, Adonis.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
I want to know who Adonis has.
I rest my case. Point proven. Actually, he rests.
No,
my
everyone's
case.
Let's be honest. We're all casuals here. Let's be honest.
You can't just call yourself a fucking casual.
It's a pretty
because
casual bunch.
Because you're not an MMA analyst.
None
you're
of us
a
are
fucking
pros.
Fan. What do you expect?
None of us. We're fans. Exactly.
You're a fan.
Why are you getting mad?
I'm not getting mad. You just never listen.
I don't know what you're saying though.
Yeah, because you talk too much. Like you talk over me.
Good.
I just told you.
What's your point?
But shocker. Wasn't listening.
Is not. No. What is your point though? What is your point?
I said no one can be casuals just because they're MMA analysts. You're a fan.
Wait, what?
You're calling MMA fans casuals. Everyone watching the stream
we're all
casuals.
casuals.
How does that make sense? That doesn't make any sense.
What is your point?
What is your definition of a casual?
What do you mean was my definition?
What is your
I don't even know what a fucking casual is.
So how can you call everyone a casual? You don't even have a definition of a casual.
I'm making fun of the word casual. I'm making fun of people.
Okay.
You're missing the whole fucking point.
No, you're not. You're
All
calling everyone who's watching the stream a casual.
You are getting super triggered about casual. What is like? Who gives a fuck?
What am I getting triggered about? I'm trying to explain something to you.
I just threw a grenade into the chat room to explode it, and then my co-host starts getting all autistic. That was a grenade. I literally bit off the grenade, right? The little head of the grenade. I fucking tossed it into the cell phone.
Yeah, you tossed the grenade.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, Looney over here starts going, "What are your mates going? Now listen, you could stand by your pick.
Wait a minute. So I'm not allowed to have an opinion either? You get to throw the grenade, but I don't get to have an opinion?
No, you are allowed to have your opinion.
That's my opinion.
I want to talk Max Holloway versus Brian Ortega. Fuck the casual shit.
I want to read the Brian Ortega news that I had originally brought up.
Hello, Captain. Get off the subject. I want to talk about Ortega versus Holloway.
You got off the subject.
No, but I'm saying I want to talk about Ortega versus Holloway. It clearly sparked a topic over here. If you're really pushing Ortega in this fight, if you really feel confident about T-City on this fight, and I don't think you do because you're very triggered about this.
I do feel very confident.
No, you're nervous. I sense nerves.
I'm not nervous.
I smell weakness.
I fully believe
No,
that
you don't.
Brian Ortega
No
will win UFC 231.
No, you don't. You don't. Deep in your heart, you don't.
Okay.
I believe you don't.
Believe what you want.
How many fights in a row has Ortega won, right? He's won all his fights. He's fantastic. He's a great fighter over here. This is the headline, and we will be reacting to this on Saturday. Here's Devin Clark. Uh-oh, Robin Black. Look out.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo,
Choo-choo.
motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
I'm Robin Black and Mose has a low IQ. Unlike Mose, I'm a pro MMA fighter with 9 pro fights. Mose hasn't even banged more than 9 chicks without paying. Ortega has a large jits advantage. Max no co-power. Max only win my decision.
True.
Ortega for finish.
Oh, no.
Agreed.
Here's the deal. Ortega has to finish Holloway to win this fight. Ortega's not winning a decision over Max Holloway. There's no way in hell he's winning. And by the way, the people that are picking Ortega in this fight are wishing, they're praying to the sweet gods that Max Holloway doesn't step into the cage because he gets hurt or he has a bad weight cut. They're praying because they know what's going to happen. It's inevitable that Max Holloway, he's not going anywhere, this guy. The only way the 145 weight class is free of the Max Holloway reign is if he moves up to 155. That's the only way you're shaking this dude. How quickly people forget about Blessed. It is insanity to me. It really is insanity to me. Look at the fucking W's. Like, is this retardville? What is going on here? Stop sucking Ortega's cock.
I'm going to keep sucking Ortega's cock.
Well, you can. He's a dreamy looking man, so you can do that.
He's very dreamy looking.
But look at this. When was the last time he lost? In 2013. What are we doing? I don't understand. Now, maybe his health could be a problem. If he doesn't step in the cage, it's the only way he's losing this fight. I speak these things. I'm mystical. All right, JBH, go ahead.
Oh,
You can go into the news. I'm done.
Shocker.
I'm done speaking.
If Brian Ortega defeats UFC featherweight champ Max Holloway in the main event of UFC 231 this Saturday in Toronto, don't expect him to defend his title right away. He'll be busy with other things for a few months. Speaking at a UFC 231 media lunch in Los Angeles this week, the undefeated featherweight title challenger announced that he'll soon be appearing in an action film in the lead role. He said, quote, "It's a movie that I signed with. I don't know, I've got to check, but I think I'll be the first UFC fighter in history to have a lead role in a big movie. I didn't really talk to the producer yet, so I don't really know what I can say or what I can't say." While Ortega's main love is fighting, he says he's happy to be in a position where he can venture down other avenues. He said, quote, "I don't look like a fighter. I like it, though, because it just allows me to be in the position I am now to where I can venture out to wherever I want to go. I can go into acting, I can go into this, I can go different ways now. And because of fighting, I can do that. I just like it. I like the ability, almost like a chameleon, right? Put on a camera and put on some whatever, and you're an actor. Put me in a cage. Put me in a cage, I'm a fighter. Put me somewhere else, I'm in an ocean, I'm a surfer. I don't know what I am. I just do it all, and I want to be good at everything."
Listen, he's good.
You have some serious salt for Brian Ortega. Like, serious fucking salt.
I like triggering people.
I like very
it.
Your salt is very apparent. Like, it's seeping through your pores.
Yeah? Well, I'm an oily man. I'm part Sicilian, so I have a lot of things seeping through my pores.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into the next topic over here.
All right, according to MMA Mania, Covington says that Kimura Snoozman is copying him, and he won't get the next title shot.
You know what? Is he fighting Woodley, Jesse?
I don't know.
So why doesn't he shut the fuck up? Everyone, shut up! What is going on here? Colby, Covington, everyone's running his mouth. Just solidify the fight and then talk the shit. Am I wrong about this? And I'm never wrong about anything, of course, as you see tonight. Colby Covington, right? All these fighters, even McGregor. We need the trash talk to start when the fight is done and made, right? You can talk a little trash to make the fight happen, and that's that. But the consistent trash talk going on and on and on and on, it just kind of gets under your skin after a while, right? Make the fight. Make the fucking fight, and let's move on. Then we can see the real trash talking, the real shit, because they're going to get in the cage. What happens if Colby Covington doesn't get the Woodley fight and Kimura Usman gets it? Then all this trash talk is for nothing, right? Mm-hmm. It's just rubbish. We don't need it. So, is anyone else getting sick of this? Like, all right, what is this story? I can imagine what is he complaining about now?
According to MMA Mania, when Kimura Usman dismantled Rafael dos Anjos at the Ultimate Fighter 28 finale last Friday night in Las Vegas, promotion president Dana White was so impressed with the Nigerian Nightmare that he considered granting him a Tyron Woodley title shot. What a difference another 30% makes. But those post-fight comments did little to rattle former interim welterweight champ Colby Covington.
We got Vlad.
CHOO. CHOO, motherfuckers. CHOO, motherfuckers. CHOO, motherfuckers.
Before his weight cut to Khabib, I'd place all my bets on Holloway, but lately he doesn't seem like himself. His speech is slurred and he looks strained. He has a completely different demeanor. Low energy. Something happened. Got my money on Ortega.
Listen, Vlad. Just make sure you don't bet your donation money on that because you're going to lose.
Wonderful.
I don't see it. Listen, here's the thing. He looked weird in that whole weird weight cut thing and all that stuff. But I feel that he's cleared. He's ready to go. I watched him on the press conference. His slurred speech is because of this. He doesn't have much between those big ears. Let's be honest. Max Holloway says the weirdest shit. He's like the best
that makes
is blessed.
No sense.
When he was sitting on a ski lift
reasoning.
on Embedded, he's half retarded because he has all these fights under his belt. The guy is a little retarded, right? Max Holloway's not the smartest guy in the world. He's just a really good fighter. He doesn't have these great one-liners. He sounds like he's slurring his speech because he's not all up there. Have you heard the man talk? For years, he hasn't sounded the smartest. His trash talk is horrific. The guy he can't even put together a sentence, the poor guy. He's surfing with sharks. His ears are tremendous. I don't know what's going on with Max Holloway. All I know is he could fight. And all I know is I don't even remember the last time he lost. Oh, yeah, I do. It was Conor McGregor in 2013. A long time ago. He's a lot better now, and he was a lot younger then. And he's still young. He is blessed until someone knocks him off of that throne.
Brian Ortega. And Brian
Reitzer,
no.
I don't believe it.
I would not leave Moss for Ortega. Albeit we all call Ortega dreamy. How could you leave this specimen?
It's true. You can't. It's impossible. It's an impossible thing. Wow, I got a triggered chat room. Mission accomplished. Jesse.
Yeah.
Being sick and coming back, and I'm a little sick right now, you realize how much you miss this. And I really miss this. I'm a sick motherfucker. What will Moss do? Let's find out.
Your 5-inch Irish cock gets hard and you are looking for JBH, but she's missing.
It's generous.
JBH gets kidnapped. The sloppy Italian kidnappers say she won't get whacked if you give us 50.
This is too many words.
Or you suck on a 12-inch black cock live streaming. What would most do?
Can you explain this to me, Jesse? What is he saying?
Okay, so your 5-inch cock gets hard.
And he's being very generous. Thank you. Because I'm definitely not 5 inches flaccid. I mean, let's be honest.
Your 5-inch cock gets hard.
Yeah.
And you're looking for me.
Okay.
To take care of business.
Yes.
But I'm missing. Mm-hmm. You find out that I've been kidnapped. And my Italian kidnappers say that I won't get whacked if you give them either $50,000 or suck a big black cock on stream. What do you do?
So I have to suck a cock for you to live.
Chat.
Is that in a nutshell? Hold on a second. Let's see the donation.
I was not talking about your divorce. I was talking about Deontay Wilder and news about his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Ortega by rear naked choke on the ground.
There you go. Dapper Dave saying Ortega for the win. I don't think I was talking about you, though. But all right. Thank you, Dapper Dave. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't think I was talking about you. But guilty by association? I have no idea what you're talking about. But Ortega, rear naked choke, which I believe is Ortega's only... I mean, he can knock out Holloway. He's knocked out Frankie Edgar, for God's sakes. Mm-hmm. So if he finishes the fight, Ortega can win that fight. Yes, that is a possibility. But if it goes to decision, which it will, Max Holloway, the best is blessed. Now, let's talk about this black cock. Do we have to talk... Why am I sucking... Why is everyone... Why is everything...
Everyone
I have
wants
to suck a dick.
Moss to suck a big black
I already
cock.
said, listen, for 20 million, I'm sucking the cock. Like, how many times do you want me to suck a cock? I don't understand. It doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't get it. Why does everything have to involve a cock? Is this the gayest audience I've ever seen in my life? I don't understand.
I'm pretty sure we have a couple of gay individuals in here.
Oh, maybe to appease that crowd. Maybe.
I don't know.
All right, let's get back on track here. The co-main events is pretty interesting over here, even though I feel it's one side. All right, what else we got?
All right.
What crazy fucking show.
Post-fight comments did little to rattle former interim welterweight champ Colby Covington, who insists the chosen one will be his next opponent in early 2019 once contracts are finalized for their long-awaited grudge match, something that won't be stolen by a copycat like Snoozman. He said, quote, Snoozman, his last 2 fights, he hasn't beaten anybody coming off wins. Don't you think he should have to earn the fight against someone coming off a win? He just fought 2 guys that I already took their souls. So Usman needs to go out there and prove himself and beat someone coming off a win.
All right, can we move on?
And then we can talk, besides that, the guy's just copying everything I do. He literally wants to be me. He's begging to be me.
Listen, I said in the past, I enjoy his shtick. Like, it's getting funny. Like, he's having some funny moments. But now it's like
it's just annoying.
Yeah, just fight already. Like, enough. All right, what do we got here?
According to MMA Mania, Jimmy Rivera has colorful, wildly inappropriate explanation for Cody Garbrandt's UFC title shot.
All right, what else do we have?
Okay.
I want to move through some of these topics. I mean, Jimmy Rivera.
Conor McGregor files a motion to dismiss Michael Chiesa's lawsuit and argues that the Maverick should man up and get over it.
Oh my God. Is he getting sued for this, or
yeah?
So he should man up and get over it
during his
Jesus
during
Christ.
his
oh my
file
God.
to motion. He said this in his argument to the judge that Chiesa should man up and get over it. You want to hear the story?
Oh my God, what do we do? Like, I don't want to hear another Conor story, but
this is a good one. I actually read it. This is a pretty
Michael
good one.
Chiesa is. I think he should sue him. I mean,
all right.
I mean, listen, it's a bitch move, but you're gonna get paid. I think everyone in this chat would sue the fuck out of this guy, right? I would sue the fuck out of him. What? Why wouldn't you? You're getting paid peanuts in the UFC.
But
you're probably not going to amount to anything. Sue the fuck out of him, Jesse. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
God damn it, I'm
lightweight.
fire.
I know.
I'm on fire.
Shot out of a cannon.
There's been too many missed shows, Jesse. I have to make up for lost time.
There's only been one missed show.
All right, too many. It's unacceptable.
UFC lightweight turned welterweight Michael Chiesa was injured when flying glass cut up his face during Conor McGregor's Brooklyn Bless attack earlier this year after Notorious and his roving goon squad tried to give Khabib Nurmagomedov some of that Irish street justice. But Chiesa, who recently filed suit over the incident, should be used to getting hurt because he's a mixed martial arts fighter who takes face punches for a living. Besides, it's not like McGregor, who was acting so outrageously that Maverick should be able to seek damages. That's according to McGregor's motion to dismiss, brought to you by TMZ. McGregor has filed a response to Chiesa's suit, admitting his conduct was unquestionably inappropriate but should not be considered outrageous. So why does that distinction matter? Because proving outrageousness is essential to collecting damages when it comes to intentional infliction of emotional distress. In his court docs, McGregor also claims Chiesa has failed to prove that he suffered any real emotional distress from the incident, noting that he's a seasoned combat sports fighter and therefore should be used to physical trauma. In layman's terms, stop being a wuss and get over it. McGregor was arrested for his attack, which also injured flyweight contender Ray Borg and sent strawweight champ Rose Namajunas into a state of depression. Notorious was able to reach a deal with prosecutors to avoid jail time, but he may not be able to avoid civil penalties.
You know, Glenn Allen makes a good point. He says Sue Floyd, he's the one that made Conor an angry man. So, yeah, right?
Sure.
That's the way to go. You got to sue him. Why would you not sue this guy? And for Conor to say that, man up and get over it, I mean, come on. Now, do you think Conor McGregor slipped him some cash and was like, listen,
no,
here we go. Shut
listen,
the fuck up?
I don't think... I think Chiesa had every right to sue because he did get injured in the attack. He got injured, physically injured. He had a right to sue for that. But I have to say, I think Conor might be right. This guy is a seasoned fighter. Like, he should be able to take the emotional stress that comes with physical trauma.
What?
He should be able to take it.
Hold on a second.
He got cut with some glass. Like, how much emotional stress do you go through?
You sue the man. You sue him for everything. What? You sue him. I don't like Chiesa, but you sue him.
At the end of the day, you are talking to someone who has seen a lot of private personal information on people who put out the lookism red, black pill stuff. And they were all extremely ugly gay men who want to change biology and want to speak for women.
Mr. Valentino coming in. I'm not sure who Mr. Valentino is, but thank you for the donation. I'm not sure what that was about. All right, Jesse, what else do we have in the news? Let us know in the chat. Do you think Chiesa should have do that? Should sue or not? Uh-oh. What would Moss do?
Angry Muslim has JBH on the edge of a very high cliff. He says, I will not push JBH off the cliff and ride away in my camel if and only if you let 100 men consecutively nut on your face live on Fuka Friday. What would most do?
All right, we'll tell you on Fuka Friday. How about that? I mean, what are we doing? Thank you. What would Moss do? I appreciate it. Yeah, that's a better question for Fuka Friday. I mean, because we're all over the place on Fuka Friday. So I think, right, what would Moss do is a better segment for Fuka.
I like the. I gotta be honest. I think it's a funny segment,
but not now, right?
No.
Yeah, can we talk a little MMA for a second and then fucking get back to the shit show of Friday?
Everyone's gonna love this one.
Oh, look, Jesse's pretty. Look at this. Hold on. Actually, Jesse, can you do that little thing that you did over there and talk like with that girly voice? Look into the camera. Say, I think everyone's gonna love this one.
I didn't say that.
No, look into the camera, all sexy, and repeat those words.
I do think everyone's gonna love this one.
I think so too, Jesse. All right.
Wonderful.
Greg Hardy has been scheduled for the same card as Rachel Ostovich, and according to Deadspin.com, the UFC is either stupid or evil.
It's pretty fucked up.
Despite suffering a broken orbital bone and coughing up blood after an alleged assault by her husband last month, UFC fighter Rachel Ostovich will compete in her scheduled fight against Paige VanZant on ESPN's first UFC card in January. Ostovich gave an interview to KHON2 1 week ago where she said that she felt she had to continue with the fight to proudly and publicly take stand against domestic violence. The fight card that Ostovich and VanZant are on does not yet have a main event, though late last night UFC President Dana White announced a heavyweight bout featuring a rather infamous debutant, former NFL defensive end Greg Hardy, undefeated in 3 pro MMA fights, will compete for the first time under the UFC banner against Alan Crowder. Hardy, of course, was arrested in May 2014 and charged with assaulting his ex-girlfriend Nicole Holder. In November 2015, Deadspin published photos showing why Hardy had been arrested the day after a North Carolina judge threw out the case against him. Hardy should not be barred from all employment opportunities, and it's been clear for months that White sees a promising UFC future for him. However, why the hell would you ever book Hardy on the same card as Ostovich right after she very publicly declared she was going to fight through injuries she suffered in her alleged attack by her husband in order to make a stand against domestic violence? The message this sends to Ostovich is that standing up for domestic violence survivors matters less than putting on a good show.
Did they do this on purpose? Like, did they fuck it? Yeah?
There are two possibilities here. Either the UFC didn't even consider Ostovich's case and subsequent stand, or they intentionally booked her alongside Hardy to stir up what they see as an appropriate level of controversy, which will promote important cards.
Jamie Pozo.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right, Jamie Pozo. Let's see what he has to say.
So we're halfway through the show and you still haven't credited me for calling the Fury fight. Well, it looks like you do want that smoke. I'll be seeing you soon, homie. Don't fuck with a Chi-Town nigga.
Oh, God.
So how many of you guys saw that comment?
Oh, it's so funny.
After that fight,
Shout out. It was Jamie Pozo. For those of you that don't know, Jamie Pozo.
He got a little salty.
I kind of hope that was him, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't. Jamie Pozo. Should we show him?
Nah.
It's kind of wrong to show him, right?
Yeah,
I think he's challenged.
You'll find it. If you go back to the fight buddies, you'll know what we're talking about. Someone just got salty because they weren't given credit for calling how the fight would end before it ended.
It's so funny.
Other people don't do that.
How many people in the chat? Let me know what the ones, if you know what that donation's about. It was a viewer who was salty. He was watching our reaction, Wilder Fury, and he made a prediction. There's at the time, there was 700 people in the chat or some shit?
And he wasn't the only one predicting how that fight would end.
And we're just rattling off things people say. And he's like, we should have gave that one person credit. And then he was like, I don't know if he was trolling or if he was serious. And then we went over to his channel, and he was saying he was going to create a channel and compete against. I don't know. I think he was half trolling and half retarded.
Well, I think he might have been high or drunk as well. He seemed a little.
But shout out to that guy. What a weirdo. Oh, I love it. I love it.
So, anyways, Greg Hardy. The former would mean the UFC is stupid. Ostovich's case is big news, and her fight with Van Zandt is arguably the most prominent one on the card so far, while the latter line of thinking is plainly evil.
CBD.
Uh-oh, CBD.
CBD.
Sean McKenzie.
CBD. 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 It helps with healing process and inflammation and stuff like that. So you want to get these for before, after the fight, training, and make your life a better place.
Sean McKenzie dropping in the 420.
Glad to see that you're feeling a bit better, Chris. I wouldn't sue the shit out of him, but I'd sue him for a nice amount. Ortega is going to murk the shit out of Max. Valentina going to beat JJ. Manua will win by KO.
There you go.
Manoa.
All right. Thank you, Sean McKenzie, for the donation.
Welcome back, Sean McKenzie.
Sean McKenzie in the chat.
All right.
You are wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right. So what is the deal with this?
So the organization either didn't think this one through, or they made the staggeringly malicious decision to play up domestic violence as a promotional tool.
It would be funny if they played highlights of Ostrovich getting beaten and then Greg Hardy doing his damage as well. That would be the highlights leading up to the fights, Jesse. That would be a very smart marketing strategy by the UFC, correct?
Yeah.
Right? It's epic music. What is the fight card? What is it? Is it a fight night?
You can't stop the Siberian Express.
No.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Piggy Feed 94.
Man, I was watching some recent training vids of DC recently. He's incredible. Literally wrecks everyone in his gym. Even when he's just playing around and not even trying, he pushes everyone. Daniel is a massive reason for the increased success of AKA.
I do agree with that. Daniel Cormier, I mean, listen, look at what he's doing at his age. And he looks like he's just having fun at the gym. It doesn't even look like he's going hard, he's sweating, but he's just looking like he's hanging out with the guys, just talking shit, and just going into the cage and doing his business. I would love to see the trilogy with John Jones. I would love to see that go down. Oh, we didn't get to ask Devin about that. Would he want to see the trilogy with... How did we miss that? Fuck. We totally missed that. We got to get Devin back on to talk about that. If you missed the Devin Clark interview, run it back. Training with John Jones, Jackson Wink. I think it was a good interview. Nice guy, Devin. Been on the show multiple times, and hopefully he gets the win. But let's ask the chat room here with this card. Do you think they're doing this on purpose? Yes or a no? Having this storyline of domestic violence and blah blah blah. I just eat a grape and I jizzed in my pants as Patty Brady.
Wonderful.
That is a wonderful one. Ostovich is getting cracked. I'm surprised she even made the roster for that awful. This is systematic. Greg Hardy should walk out with Paige Van Zandt. You know what though? Like Paige Van Zandt has the background in the violence as well. I mean, her is a completely different story. Not like it's any better, but it's. You know, I noticed that is this too, and you know, we follow on Facebook. We have it's the MMA-Holes has our own Facebook page as well, right? And on the MMA-Holes Facebook, I kind of disregarded my personal Facebook page. We decided to put a Facebook page together for the MMA-Holes. I don't like Facebook, but it's interesting to see the community, the MMA community on there, and some of the women on there are, you know, it looks like they've had some sort of crazy past. Like you can just tell that they've been through some shit. You know, these fighters. So I'm curious what is the reason why. I'm sure they're not the only ones that come across these ridiculous situations. So it does suck, man. It's a shame, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? Greg Hardy, you move on. Ostovich, you move on. And now we have some fights going on. I don't know. Jesse, what's up in this chat?
Sean Hart says, hope nor. You mean hope not? Sean McKenzie says, Canelo is going to walk through fielding Piggy Feed 984 Hardy versus Brock. Boss Kogar says, Facebook is gay.
It's true.
Dapper Dave 527 Triple G got robbed again. Hope not, says Sean Hart. Shiro, are you? Now Jesse is not here. Chris, don't hold back.
Just go crazy.
Listen, when it comes to the whole domestic violence shit like that, like, of course everybody has their own opinions on it. I don't give a fuck. Like, say whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah, well, we want to see the fights. There's always crazy stories to lead up. It's crazy because these all get let out into public and they're washing out their laundry and then they want to be spokesperson for these situations. And it's kind of like, all right, well, we're just here to see some fights.
Yeah.
You got beat up. It sucks. You know, it's not cool. You don't want to. We don't want to hear about that. It's terrible. But I mean, we're the MMA-Holes. We're not the domestic violence holes. You know. Who gives a fuck? Like, there's just so much you could talk about, right? It's just like, all right, we want to see fights, you know, and not in the bedroom. We want to see fights in a cage, sanctioned. All right, well, maybe we want to see fights in the bedroom. Jesse wants to see those fights. All right, what else do we have over here? We have to get through the news quick. 16 more swole minutes of this TGIW episode. Shout out to our sponsors over here. TygerLyfe Energy, Duplex Entertainment. Links in the description. Jess, what else we got?
According to BJPenn.com, Deontay Wilder says he broke his arm and had surgery before the Tyson Fury fight.
Is that the excuse for the 10 count?
I guess. Last Saturday night, WBC heavyweight champ Deontay Wilder attempted to defeat his title against resurgent British star Tyson Fury. After 12 incredible rounds of action, Wilder had done just that, although not quite in the way he'd hoped. While Wilder was hoping for a 40th knockout victory, he instead had to settle for a draw, as his two knockdowns were counterbalanced by Tyson Fury's performance throughout the rest of the night. Apparently, however, Deontay Wilder was not operating at full capacity in this fight. Instead, he says he broke his arm as he prepared for this fight and actually had to get surgery to repair this injury. Wilder says he kept the injury hidden so the fight would go ahead as planned. He said, quote, 12 weeks before camp, I broke my right arm. We kept that a secret. I had surgery and everything. All the way up here, I got cut. Apparently, he sustained this injury when his arm connected with an elbow in a sparring session. He said, quote, I was sparring, just getting ready, and I was getting the best of my sparring partner. I was going to the body, and he turned. His elbow was out, my bones, and his elbow went in like a hammer to a nail, and it just broke. While Deontay Wilder has made his injury public in the wake of his thriller with Tyson Fury, he says he does not intend to make excuses.
Is that it? Wait, his left arm? Yeah. His left arm was broken? What is up with this picture? That's his broken arm? What the fuck? Why is one... Is it why... This is not real, is it? Why is it so goddamn small? It looks like my arm. It looks like they painted my arm black and then put his arm on the other side. Now, I know these cameras...
Yeah, maybe because it's further away.
I guarantee this is shot with like one of those wide-angle lenses. But, I mean, Jesus Christ... His arm over here looks like it looks like Rachel Ostrovich's arm, painted black. I don't. What is that? Why is his arm so small? Is it because it's broken, or are we fucking around here?
His right arm. Sorry.
Oh, it's the right arm. So his right arm got broken and got bigger. And what is up with this weird left arm?
We wanted to keep that sewed up. We don't make excuses. I barely threw any right hand punches my entire camp. Given the outcome of this fight, it seems more than likely that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury meet again sometime in the new year, although the allure of the fight with Anthony Joshua could delay these plans.
Oh, God. I'm so done with excuses. I see Sean McKenzie in the chat. Sean, I think you missed my rant. It's a fantastic rant. It was on the 10-second count. So let me know what you think about that. Run it back and drop it in the comment section. And it looked like he had it in favor of Fury with the scorecard. Yeah, I mean, Fury was winning that fight. I picked Wilder, so of course I want Wilder to win, and I went crazy at the end. I thought he finished him, but he didn't. Man, it was a draw. It's so anticlimactic to just sit through 12 fucking rounds. 12 rounds. You got to sit there and then get a draw. Draws should be illegal. It should be against the law or against the draw.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
What else we got, Jay?
All right. According to MMA Fighting, Michael Chandler wants to beat Brent Primus within an inch of his life at Bellator 212.
Oh, God. Michael Chandler. Well, he's back, so congratulations for that. But Brent Primus, I mean, this one here was a weird one. Michael Chandler, I don't know, did you get to see that fight? We did a Fight Buddies for it. Why can't I find these stories? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong here? I'm doing something wrong.
It's a picture of Michael Chandler.
Yeah, why did I miss him? Michael Chandler, where are you? You're nowhere to be found. How did I miss him like 3 times? It's like hide and go seek every time we do a show. If you're listening, did I miss him?
Right next to Greg Hardy.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Fuck. How did I miss that?
All right.
My old eyes. Michael Chandler. So real quick. Oh fuck. We got a donation.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo,
Piggy.
motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
I agree, Chris. I know you and Jesse been Team DC for a long time. DC has been tested well over 70 times throughout his long wrestling fight career. Many random tests each year. Never popped. He's Natty Goat for a reason. So talented in and out the cage.
Piggy loves that DC. He loves him. Or she. I'm not sure. But yeah, I agree. He's good. But I mean, I don't think we have to keep talking about him. But I appreciate it. I don't know why we're talking about Daniel Cormier.
I love DC.
He's a double champ GOAT.
Yeah.
He's the greatest. Right?
Yeah.
But all right, let's get to this story over here. Thank you, Piggy, and everyone who jumped in. Michael Chandler had that freak accident and then loses against Primus, and now he's getting finally. So when is this Bellator 212? When is this at?
Yes. Michael Chandler wants to beat Brent Primus within an inch of his life at Bellator 212. Throughout his MMA career, 2-time Bellator lightweight champ Michael Chandler has stood out for his positivity. In an environment which often seems a race to the bottom in terms of trash talk and bluster, Chandler manages to exude positive vibes in a manner which sets himself apart from his peers. Even when he's engaged in fierce rivalries, such as his all-time great pair of fights with Eddie Alvarez and his matchups with Will Brooks, Chandler has, by and large, managed to keep it professional and keep it from getting personal outside the cage. Brent Primus, however, is a different story. Primus took a lightweight title from Chandler via injury TKO last year at Bellator NYC after Chandler suffered a freakish leg injury. The result is widely regarded as a fluke, a feeling which has been underscored by the fact that the bout was held nearly 18 months ago, but the champion has not fought since. As Chandler sees it, Brent is behaving in an unprofessional manner, and that's why has an obvious contempt for Brent, which he didn't have with his other opponents. He said, quote, "Let's call a spade a spade. This is a world-class mixed martial arts artist going out there and fighting a guy who can't even hold his opponent's jockstrap. That's what this is." Fortunately for Chandler, he's finally about to get his chance to get a long-awaited rematch with Brent as the duo headlined Bellator 212 at the Blaisdell Center in Honolulu on December 14th.
It's a good fight. It is. It was supposed to be a good fight the first time, but then we had that crazy injury, and it kind of fucked the whole thing up. So I'm glad Chandler's getting that rematch, and I'm going to be looking forward to seeing that. Let's rattle through a couple of quick stories here, and I do want to open up the phone line.
You can open them. The last two are,
what do we got?
One of them is MMAnews.com. It says one championship CEO explains why he wouldn't sign Conor McGregor.
All right. Wait, he wouldn't?
He would not sign Conor McGregor.
One championship, why? Because they can't afford him, right? I mean, they're paying all this money for Sage Northcutt. How could they afford Conor?
One championship has been making strides as of late.
You don't have to read the whole thing. You don't have to read. Is there a way to cliff note that or no? There's no way.
I can read you the quote.
Nah, fuck it. Who cares? I mean, why they're full of shit. If they had the money, they would pay Conor McGregor a shitload of money. What kind of? They're paying Sage Northcutt and Eddie Alvarez and Mighty Mouse. They're not gonna take Conor McGregor. Like, is this that headline hurts my brain. What else do we have?
Amir Khan has been offered $5 million to fight Terence Crawford.
All right. If you want to touch briefly on that while I get these phone lines ready.
According to MMAnews.com, it looks like WBO welterweight champ Terence Crawford could have a huge potential fight on his horizon, while talks of a possible fight against Luis Collazo don't seem to be making progress. A new name has emerged in the mix. According to several reports from ESPN, Daily Mail, and Boxing Scene, Amir Khan has been offered a fight with Crawford. Khan has been offered up to $5 million to fight Crawford on March 23rd for ESPN pay-per-view from New York City's Madison Square Garden. He was previously involved in discussions to face Kell Brook next year. However, the new title opportunity may take over Khan's desires. Here's what Khan had to say to Daily Mail. Fighting for a pound-for-pound title would be amazing. To win it would be even better. So I think I'm in a position where I can get that fight with the pound-for-pound champ at the moment. The Brook fight is always going to be there. It's for no title, whereas I'm getting offered a world title and pound-for-pound title, so why not?
Real quick, Allman Brother says that's a gay-looking belt. Yeah, what is that, a garter belt? What the fuck is that? What kind of belt do we got? It looks like a pageant belt. It looks like that he's I don't know. What are we doing? Colby Covington donation. Piggy Fiend. All you filthy animals suck. All right, let's see what Piggy Fiend has to say.
DC lucky against Stipe. I mean, that was a complete beatdown. Absolutely killed inside of one round. DC wins 10 out of 10 times. And to respond to Conchuro, it'd argue DC has a better body than you. Besides, your body can't fix your ugly Asian face, Kenny.
Whoa. Oh my God. Piggy Fiend. 984 coming in hard on Ken and Sean McKenzie. Jesus Christ. Unbelievable stuff. I agree, though. DC beats Stipe every single time. This is ridiculous. This is insanity. DC's the GOAT. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. This means worse is Conchiro. All right. DC did get lucky against Stipe. Bitch, laughed my ass off, says Sean. So there we go. Fight it out. Fight it out, friends. All right. We're going to open up the phone lines. I do want to hear your thoughts. Tonight was a crazy night. We had Devin Clark, the Brown Bear, on. He is fighting this weekend. Has a tough one. He's opening up the card, UFC 231. Shout out to Devin. Thank you for coming on and taking some time out of your weight cutting schedule, doing your dip. And if you missed it, go roll it back. It's in the beginning of the show. We heatedly spoke about the Tyson Fury Wilder fight, where that 10-second clock thing was Wilder robbed, was Fury robbed. I mean, people bitching. Well, Wilder is bitching a lot more than Fury. Fury's like, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna get paid. Let's do it again. It was classy. Did you see what Fury said too? He also said after a fight, the reason why he didn't complain is because he had all his people there representing. He didn't want to riot. He didn't want to be like, this is bullshit. So he took the classy way after going 12 rounds and almost dying. He took the classy approach and is like, fuck it, we're just going to move on. All right. And we also spoke about Ortega versus Holloway. And I am adamantly saying that Holloway will win. I don't understand why people are picking Ortega. In fact, I called the Ortega pickers casuals. And everyone got in an uproar. So now is the time to speak your mind. We're going to take about 3 calls as we end the show. So get by the phones. 516-522-0267. I need to know your opinions, your thoughts, TGIW to everyone. And the next show will be Wednesday night. Make sure you're subscribed. If you're not, lick my balls.
Lick my balls.
Okay, Jesse, it's a lot. We did a lot here. What's going on in this chat room?
Sean McKenzie says Stipe uses his length in a rematch. It will be much better than the first fight. Systematic says Fury donated his entire purse to charity and then moved on. Wilder is just trying to sell the next fight.
Is that true? I mean, that sounds fake. I can't see that possible. 563, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
Yeah, I don't really know why, but you guys always get me hard.
All right, thank you. 516-522-0268. We don't have time for this. I want to know your thoughts about our topics. You can jerk off to Jesse on Friday. All right. What we got here? 954, you're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what is on your mind?
This is Real, and Valentina is on my mind.
Oh.
I was watching her at the press conference, and she was looking delicious.
Really? So Valentina Shevchenko is your delicious choice over here. Tell me more about this Valentina.
I mean, I love her tattoo of the pistol on her hip. I find that to be very attractive. And obviously, when that gets wrinkly, she's going to look good. But her only lacking feature is she's a little bit pale. So I would have her on a once-a-week tanning plan. Perfect.
There you go. All right. Anything else?
Ortega, I'm a casual.
Okay. Thank you. Real Real's going Ortega for the win, Jesse. Look at that. You and Real on the same page.
It's because Real knows what's up.
All right. What's up? I like that, Jesse. How you said that. You're like, he knows what's up. What's up? What's up? That's going to be a fist bump. It's going to turn into a fist bump. What the hell was that? He just melted into my fist. All right, hold on a second. Oh my God, there's calls. Who should we take? This one or this one? All right, we'll take this one. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Kevin from Chicago.
Kevin, what's up?
They robbed Tyson Fury because he called it the Jewish Mafia.
I see.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't. So tell me more.
Yeah, he called them out big time. He said they control the media, they control the banks. He said they're a bunch of evil satanists. And Tyson Fury reps Jesus Christ. Nobody reps Jesus Christ harder than Tyson Fury. He gives all glory to God, so you know they're not going to give him that win. They robbed him of that win because he's a soldier for God. And fucking satanic Jews robbed him of that comeback. 2-year layoff.
So it's the Jews' fault.
2-year layoff and made the boogeyman look like a sloppy bum.
All right, hold on, Kevin. Sean McKenzie's coming with a donation.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Here we go.
Are you high on cold medicine, Chris? T-City is going to win by referee stoppage. Nobody is hotter than Justine. Hot, funny as hell, with real quick wit.
There you go. All right, so Sean's got...
You heard it here first.
There he goes, T-City, and he wants to smash Justine Kish. All right.
Smish.
Kevin, what do you think about that?
Whatever, but I want to talk about Tyson Fury, man. How did they rob that dude? Coming off a 2-year layoff, we got the drug problems, got the weight issues, and he made the boogeyman. Oh, the one-punch knockout power. Oh, he's so scary. Dude was swinging that air all night. He got boxed the entire fight, and he landed 2 punches. And the ones he did land connect, they did land, put him down, but that's not enough to win a 12-round fight.
All right, hold on a second. Hold that thought. Roberto Hernandez coming in.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
All right, here we go, Roberto.
I am a disgusting wetback homo. Also, hey, Kevin, go fuck yourself, fish.
I don't know. Wow. That was harsh words, Kevin. Did you hear that?
Yeah, but listen, Tyson Fury, man, he got robbed clear as day.
Yeah.
You can't win a fight on a couple knockdowns. It's judged by a 12-round fight. So anybody who says they want to bring up this ref count, he was knocked out. He got up before the count. He got up before the count, and then he ended up outboxing him the rest of the round. So if he lost that fight, then he would have been knocked out. He wouldn't have got up.
There you go.
He got up and he won the rest of that round. So. Man, Tyson Fury, what a boss. That dude, man, I never even heard of him. I didn't even care about him. But after listening to him, a couple interviews, and just the way he reps himself, I'm a big fan of Tyson Fury. And also, did you see that Alex Gavsik from Ukraine? He knocked out Adonis Stevenson, the pimp.
No, I didn't hear about this. Tell me.
Oh, you got to look up that knockout. He knocked out the pimp from Canada, and he fucking put him in a coma.
All right.
I think he's still in the hospital.
Drop it on the MMA-Holes, the MMA-Holes.com. Drop it over there, and we'll check it out. All right, thanks, Kevin. There it is. Kevin from Chicago. He shot out of a cannon, saying the Jews are the reason for this, Jesse. Do you believe that? The Jews? What do you think? I got to ask my barber. I think he's Russian Jew, or I'm going to ask him. I'm going to say, Mr. Barber, were they the reason for this terrible... You know what? I have to say this. After Fury did get knocked down, and Kevin does bring up a good point over here, and I can't believe it. We agree. We've agreed on a couple things. It makes me nervous about me. I should ask him about Ortega versus Holloway. But no one cares. So Fury gets knocked down, and he comes back to life. He stands back up, and he wins the fucking round, realistically. He came back and just pieced up Wilder. It looks like Wilder just blew his load after he tried to put him away. All of a sudden, Fury's sticking his tongue out, and he's just throwing. He's back. He's ready to go another 12 rounds, Tyson Fury. It was really weird. It was bizarre to watch. Boxing. How do you piggyback off of that, Jesse? It is what it is, right, Maxie Holloway? All right, one more call. 516-522-0267. If you have not followed us on iTunes. That's the pedophile version. iTunes. And Podbean, iTunes. We should go on iTunes too. What do you think, Jesse?
Is iTunes a thing?
Ooh, yeah. It's great. It's fabulous. It's all the rage.
Fun fact. I saw Chris Hansen's To Catch a Predator for the very first time in my life yesterday.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm addicted.
She's addicted to. She's watching it on
it's
loop.
just fascinating, like what goes through these guys' heads of like.
It's great.
Like they actually think it's appropriate. You know, it's bizarre.
It's a fantastic show. And it's not To Catch a Predator anymore. It's To Catch, or what is it called now?
I don't know.
It's something else. It's like I don't know. It's a new name. All right. 442, I think, or 443. You're live with the MMA-Holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
I really can't believe I'm about to agree with a fucking woman. Chris,
that's right, Jay Smooth.
All right, talk to me.
Let me break this down for you. First of all, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
When is the last time Max Holloway has actually fought?
His last fight, I'm going to pull it up right now. We're looking at the statisticals.
Jay, it's so good to hear your voice.
No, stop it. Stop it. All right, let's see. Max Holloway, he beat Aldo, right? 2017 of December the 2nd.
Okay, fair enough. That's well over a year. So okay, you know what? Just for your sake, let's toss that aside.
Mm-hmm.
The main reason why Holloway's going to lose this is because his body has failed him to the point where 145 is no longer in the cards for him. He should belong in a weight class higher, to be honest. And after seeing the way Ortega became the first man to ever knock out Frankie Edgar ever in a fight, I don't really like the fact that Holloway is taking this matchup. I mean, obviously he's a champion, he has to, but I don't like it on paper for him considering the streak that Ortega's on. And yeah, Holloway's on a longer streak as well, and you can't discredit that. But the fact that he hasn't fought in a year, and the fact that he kind of looks drastically fucked up from the last time he fought, that doesn't give me enough confidence to actually pick him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's right.
All right. Anything else?
And I guess, like, really my final thought is this. Only way Holloway wins is by decision. He's not going to finish Ortega in this fight. It's not going to happen.
Okay.
Only way Ortega wins is if he gets a finish, because he's not going to win on the scorecards.
Mm-hmm.
And really, that's how I could leave it. I believe Ortega's going to get the finish, though.
All right. Thank you. Jay Smooth coming back. Thank you, Jay. All right. So Jay Smooth. Yeah. Now, I do agree on one thing, and we both said pretty much the same thing when it comes to who wins and how. Max Holloway's not putting Ortega away in the fight because Ortega is Mexican, right? And we've learned, and you're Mexican, right? I've tried to put you away a million times. I can't do it. It's impossible to put a Mexican away. They are resilient, they are tough, and they are strong. He's undefeated, and I don't think Max can put him away. But Max knows how to win by a decision. If he has to, he knows how to do it. Ortega knows how to submit and finish people by striking, right? He did it with Frankie Edgar, and it's a good point. Now, with the Frankie Edgar fight, it was shocking. Frankie made one mistake, got caught, and that was it. Frankie Edgar was winning that fight. Cub Swanson, he choked out. Cub Swanson's a bum. Moicano, impressive, okay? I'll give you that one. Moicano, impressive. Then you got Clay Guida, Diego Brandao, Thiago Tavares, blah, 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 blah. Also, the last time Ortega fought was 3-3. That's March. That is 3 months after the last time that Holloway fought. So to take time, the 3 months made a huge difference. Huge difference. That's not even in the equation. Not even, it's just ridiculous. Now you can pick Ortega. It's fine. But I say you're a casual. Jesse, I spoke long enough. Go for it.
I just think you're wrong. That's all. You're just going to make a fool of yourself, so I don't need to speak.
I'll bask in the glory on that couch. I'll roll around and I'll giggle as Max Holloway puts on a show. Because Max Holloway is not going to take any gambles. He is going to piece T-City up. And he's going to piece him off. He's going to jerk him off as well. All right, let's read a couple of comments from the chat, and then we're going to wind this thing down. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like this stream. Share this stream. And if you don't, you can lick my balls.
Lick my balls.
One bad says, let me call in. If it Aconcha says, hat is Jesse, Mexican, and what? What? Post Resurrected says, Guida was winning until the last 30 seconds. Gay Agent Chris, can I watch you shave while I jerk off?
Yes.
Roberto says, Max is a badass, but Ortega got the hood behind him. Kainoto 74, Moss can't even beat a cold pussy. Stay in your lane.
A cold pussy or?
It wasn't a cold.
Oh, a cold ... pussy.
It was actually a pretty severe virus, so in fairness.
Yeah.
He pulled through like a champ within 24 hours. So you gotta
102
respect
fever.
that.
I walked in there with a rock hard cock.
Yeah.
I took my medicines like a champ.
Yeah.
And I sucked on Jesse's tit to get well, right?
It's true.
Then you nursed me back to health.
I did nurse him back to health.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Like a pro.
All right, a couple more comments.
Infinite Conscious says, I'm having typing problems. No problem. Cole Vic says, stole Ann from us. How will I sleep at work now?
Hold on a second. How will I sleep at work? Cole, all right. Cole needs to go to sleep at work. Let's get Ann in. Ann, call us immediately. 516-522.
How can we forget about Ann?
0267. Listen, I'm still as crazy as I was tonight and fantastic. I mean, I'm an entertainer, Jesse. I am so good at what I do. It's ridiculous. I need an award.
My chopped liver?
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo,
No
motherfuckers.
appreciation.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Oh, no.
Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Who the hell has Ortega beaten? WHO. Now take a look at Max's resume. Max will slap that boy down. I do believe something is going on with Max's health. And even that being said, he will destroy Ortega. Ha ha ha, beating Edgar don't mean you're gonna beat Max.
And you're very smart. By the way, I think Ann's on the phone. Ann, is that you?
It's not Ann.
Is it?
No.
Oh, it's not Ann. Who is this?
It's his health plan.
Oh, it's health plan?
It sure is. It's good to see you guys. You guys do a fantastic job. It's excellent to see good coverage of the fight.
Okay.
And I appreciate you guys doing some of the boxing as well last week because I like watching the boxing and the MMA.
Thank you very much. Thank you. What a nice call over there. Very polite. This is unbelievable. We usually have an audience that's just out of control. You're an actually nice person. This is unbelievable. How did this happen?
Well, yeah, I kind of work with some of these people. I tell you, something to watch, I think, in the near future is not just what happened with, of course, Fury. That was fantastic. One of the best heavyweight fights in the last 10 years.
Hold that thought for a second.
Get off Moses Pecker and H.
Okay, there was a donation that came in just saying Ann is on my pecker. Go ahead, continue your thought.
Oh, okay. So something really interesting to watch is not just what happened with Fury this last weekend with Wilder, but a big heavyweight that's coming up that would be very interesting in boxing to follow would be Big Baby Miller. This is a guy that is highly underappreciated, and let me take a look at my text. He's fighting.
No, you don't have to. So
yeah, sorry.
No, you're talking about another boxing. I kind of lost you in what you were saying. So you're saying another matchup here?
Yeah, well, there's another big heavyweight, huge guy. He fights at over 300 pounds because they don't have the 265 limit in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
So unlike the Olympics, it's super heavy. They just allow heavyweights in boxing to roll all the way up.
Okay.
But Big Baby Miller, he's going to fight Trevor Bryan in January. And that's a fight really to watch because this guy's he's coming up and he's something really to watch.
Okay.
And probably maybe no more than 2 fights away from an AJ or a Fury or Wilder type fight. But people don't want to fight the guy. I mean, he's a freaking fireplug.
Well, check this guy out. Now, listen, we have the MMA-Holes.com. We have a message board over there. If there's any fighter that you would like us to check out, or if there's any clips or videos that you want to inform any of the other people in the community, the MMA-Holes.com is the place to go. So go check it out over there. Drop it on the MMA-Holes.com, and we can sort through your comments. We can see your pictures and your videos, and outside of the show, we can even talk about it there as well. How's that sound?
Will do. And so could you put the website where you want it to download?
It's the MMA-Holes.com. It's the exact same thing as our name, the MMA-Holes.com. Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate it.
Gotcha. I see it.
All right.
Thanks.
There it is. All right.
What a nice caller.
Listen, I'm usually a dick, right? I'm usually an asshole, and I was going to be. He said he's my health
that's
insurance.
Someone that you knew.
That was my health insurance calling me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was your health insurance guy.
No, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's not my health insurance guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
What?
Yeah.
What are you? Oh, wait. Hold on a second.
Thank you.
Do you think
it's him? That's your health insurance guy.
Oh, shit.
That's what I was trying to tell you. You just hung up on your health insurance guy.
Holy shit. That's so fucking funny. I'm like, who is this guy? Who is he? He knew me. Well, he doesn't really.
I knew who it was before you did.
Long story short. By the way, if you were watching, I had no idea who the fuck he was talking about. But now that you say that, that is the same guy. What a nice guy. All right, I'm glad I wasn't a dick.
I'm glad you weren't a dick either.
Get me some good health insurance, for God's sakes. Holy shit, that was my fucking health insurance guy. Jesse's right. What was his name again? I forgot. I have his name. Oh, fuck. Anyway,
he's a nice guy.
It's my health insurance
Please
guy.
give him good health insurance.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm changing health. And if anyone other than my health insurance people want to call in, or anyone else that helps me, that's actually really cool that he's watching.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to you, my man. Appreciate it. All right. Listen, what is going on here? We've seen it all. I'm baffled by the entertainment that we provided tonight, Jesse. The energy, the level of success that we bring to YouTube, the level of content that we deliver each and every time we go live. I just want to pat myself on the back real quick, Jesse.
Yeah, you pat yourself on the back.
I'll pat
you
you
go
too
ahead.
as well.
No, you deserve it. You deserve all the pats.
How about this? I pat your back and you pat my back, so we pat each other's backs.
I don't deserve any pats on the back.
With gratitude, right? Here we go. Thank you, Jesse. You're supposed to say thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone inside this chat room for playing along. I'm very disappointed in the amount of likes over here, and means I hate everyone that didn't like this. But everyone else, I want to thank for showing up and liking and sharing. Devin Clark, thank you. We'll see you on Friday. We might pop up on some random streams in between, and we'll be reacting to UFC 231. Jesse, would you like to say something to these beautiful people?
First of all, thank you to Chris's health insurance guy. You're wonderful, wonderful. Just want you to know that. And don't be an a-hole.
Wonderful.
Be an MMA-hole.